feels good to be back.
Yes, sir.
On a Thursday.
Yeah, not a normal day here.
Everyone, how's everyone doing tonight?
Wow.
Got a standing O, dude, right off the bat.
Great crowd control.
I know how to work a crowd. What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing tonight on this fine Thursday evening? Welcome back to another In the Paint podcast. It's always good to come back, man. This isn't our normal day of streaming. Usually we're on Friday nights, every Friday night at 8 p.m.
Yeah, why aren't we?
So, we'll be playing, Win by Two has shows coming up this weekend. So it was, it was just going to be too much, obviously, to play a show and then have the come podcast right after that. But nonetheless, we are here on a Thursday. It is just me and Brandon tonight. What's going
sir.
on, B?
Yo.
Little singular cams going here, man.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I live here, but...
Fuck yeah, you do. Oh, man, it is a good time to be back. No TikTok tonight, but welcome in Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else you consume your podcast. We have a solid, next couple hours here, next 2 to 3 hours. We're going to be breaking down this past week's worth of... I feel like I'm feeding back a little bit. Do you hear that?
No.
It feels like it's cutting a little too hard here. But the next couple hours... Yeah, well... I mean, I think it sounds good. I'm just hearing it through... I think it's my headphones, honestly. But it doesn't matter. That's really irrelevant. We have the next... everyone buckle in. Pour yourselves up a drink and get relaxed. Because the next 3 hours, we are here to bring you this week's In Fools. Fools Talk. Little podcast action edition. Man.
Step on down to the chopping block.
Step on down to the chopping block, man. We had a interesting week. Originally last week I said we weren't going to do the show this week, man. And, the more and more I thought about it, I was like, it's just how are we not going to do the show? Like, we were doing shows on Wednesday nights before. I was like, we could move it a day and get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now we're right in the middle.
Now we're right in the mix, yeah. Between Wednesday and Friday. So I feel like, this is actually a pretty good day day and good time.
So couldn't get away, huh?
Couldn't get away, man.
The chopping block was calling.
The chopping block was calling, man. Dude. We had Logan Paul making a fool out of himself on Flagrant. Andrew Schultz's podcast. We had Mark Norman and Sam Morrell. I mean, obviously, we've had them on before. I mean, just a boring podcast. Are we drunk yet? Or whatever the hell it's called these days. But they were just pretty much describing in their podcast for a good 30 minutes how, all the haters were just like kind of getting into their psyche and they were just getting freaked out of all the comment section, dude. And I always find that fascinating when you see somebody on a professional level get psyched out over comments, dude.
Yeah, you're getting to them. You're getting in their head.
So, I mean...
You're setting up free real estate up there.
So I feel like, for us to take a week off would kind of be a disservice. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they would also be like, you know what, man? We escaped this week.
Can't let up.
Can't let up, man.
Keep the foot down on the accelerator.
Keeping the foot down. We also have Justin Bieber getting fucking cerebral palsy in his fuck. Jesus.
Wow. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
You ever see that thing that he's an alien? He blinks and
it's all tweaked out and shit.
Yeah, maybe the reptile left his body.
Maybe, dude.
That's what happened. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe, dude. Bam Margera, did you see that? He's also missing in action.
MIA. Bam is MIA. Wow. Who would have thought? I mean, he can't get far. He's pretty chubby these days.
Yeah, and he's obviously hitting the bottle way too much. Is
that what it is? Is that?
Yeah, it's the alcohol is getting him, dude. And it's been a problem for that. That's the reason why he got wasn't allowed back on the Jackass.
Wow,
because of his abuse. Which I think that can go one or two ways.
Yo, you think
we can dive into that?
Do you want to dive into it?
Yeah, we'll dive into that in a sec. So
okay, I got.
What you got? You got something for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can
save
hold
it.
off.
All right, let's save that. Because man, we have an interesting show here lined up for you. Man. So Brandon, I did mention you are back. I mean, you're the only one here. We're down Mario and Alex.
Well, I mean, I was here last week, but yeah, I'm back again.
Well, I guess you're not back.
I'm present.
You're present, and you're really the last co-host standing, I guess.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how many fucking Jeopardy's Mario or Alex won, I'm still on top.
I'm still here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But nah, dude, how's it been, man? How's it been since last week? I mean, I haven't seen you. It's not like I haven't seen you in fucking, every day since then. But how have you been, dude? Nonetheless.
It's not like we've been talking for like an hour before this. I've been all right. I cut my leg up pretty bad. I had to get some stitches.
Yeah, dude. What happened with that, man?
It's fucking around.
Doing
and I
what?
hurt myself.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty bad. I could show you. It's probably gonna get us kicked off of YouTube if I show it.
Nah, don't do it, dude. Don't
It was
do
gory.
Bro. Yeah, don't do it, man.
It was not pleasant. But yeah, I got stitches. I got to get them out in like a week or so.
It looks like you got shot, dude.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know.
I was gonna say take a picture of it and then I could upload it and then reveal it instead of like flashing your leg on cam. But
Oh no, I was gonna do it on my phone. Just put it up to the camera, but I don't think that's for YouTube. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's on our OnlyFans. If you want to see,
you gotta subscribe to the OnlyFans, man. Make sure you
Yeah.
check that out.
Yep. So, but yeah, I'm doing better. I'm limping around.
Sick, man, sick. So it's just me and you in the building tonight, man. No Mario, no Alex, and that was kind of Mario and Alex, they both said they could do the show, but I wanted to start it a little earlier. I have a busy day all day tomorrow. I have to get up at 4 a.m., which sucks, but it is what it is. So they weren't able to make it until at least 7:30. And, we're only able to go for maybe like an hour or two. And I was just like, just for the sake of everything that we've been doing so far, we've been kind of finding our groove, finding our step. I was like, that wouldn't, I don't think that would, necessarily work out. I was like, you guys can come, at this time that we're doing it, but, it's okay if you can't. Me and Brandon can just hold it down and then we can catch up next week. So, I mean, that's the route we kind of took. So this was actually our first solo podcast since No Shave Brovember, I think, which was episode fucking
You said 40.
42 or some crazy shit.
Yeah, go back and watch that if you
Yeah.
haven't already.
That's insane, dude. That was that was the first day of the new set before the current setup. Now that was we were kind of just sitting around and just got all fucking stoned, dude, and
smoke weed every day.
And we kind of just turned it kind of got the wheels turned into what you see now. And I've been saying it for the last couple weeks, man, is this isn't the final rendition here. This isn't the final product. You know what I mean? We were kind of talking before the show and about what's to come. And I really think
no
it's gonna
spoilers. Come on.
no spoilers, but I really think it's gonna blow what we got here out of the water. And obviously,
bigger and better as always.
we unlike some people in the podcasting scene, we do look at comments and we do read comments, every single one. So drop your thoughts and opinions down below. But nonetheless, people, certain people, find our set. I guess I don't know if they find it nice or what.
I don't know if we ever had anybody comment on our set.
We did about the bottles in the background. This was 2 weeks ago.
What'd they say?
They're something about check out 2 weeks ago's episode, and it's right in the comment section.
Live chat or comments?
Comments, yeah, in the comments, and man. So I don't know
They were hating on our alcohol.
I think they were hating on the alcohol, dude. And I'm like, bro, why are you hating, dog? It's it's fine if you do. I'm not really fucking tripping about it, but I mean, it's alcohol bottles. I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, am I gonna fucking put a bar down here? Is that the next step? Podcasting from the bar? Am I gonna be fucking Joey Diaz, dude? Yo, it's me, cocksuckers. I'm podcasting from the bar. But that was a terrible Joey Diaz impression. Holy fuck. Starting off the show strong. See if you can find that comment, Brand. But yeah, man. Enough talk about us. We have 3 hours of great material here lined up for everybody. What you guys feel like you wanted to?
I'm still looking for
Are you
this
still
fucking
searching?
comment.
All right, no worries. Report back when you find it. Can we rely on that? Can you find it? Because I want to find out exactly what he said.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm searching.
So yeah, we have 3 hours of great material here lined up. Chopping block is presented tonight. Yeah, man, we just have a great show. We're gonna dive in. We have some Gentleman Jack on tonight's show. Nice chilled Gentleman Jack. So
I don't know if they were talking shit. They said the empty bottles look really good! Exclamation point. How did you guys come up with that?
Yeah, no, I think that's fucking sarcasm, my guy. To him, like that's sarcasm. That dude is my guy is talking about sarcasm.
Is he now?
Oh yeah, dude. Read between the lines with that one. He's not saying it looks good.
He's saying they look really good. That's between the lines.
Yeah, but I mean, they're alcohol bottles, but how good can they look? I mean, unless this guy's a straight fucking derelict and just drinks.
I mean, I don't know. See, what gets me is how did you come up with that?
Right. So it's
how did we come up with that? I don't think. Is he implying that we stole this idea from somebody? I don't really think somebody can put a fucking trademark copyright on alcohol bottles. So, if you're listening still, and you want to defend your comment, let's argue about it. Call us up.
Speaking of copyright here, let's dive into this shot. Actually, let's celebrate on.
Yeah, go ahead. What happened about the copyright?
I just want to make sure that I'm not giving any of my personal information away here.
Still have a towel in here?
I threw it away.
Fuck.
That's all good. All right, here, let's take a shot to this, man.
Let's do it.
Good news for us, bad news for Ben Pixels and Brendan Schaub. Copyright claim released. The Gringo Poppy, Chris Estefano in Tears, In the Pain episode 133 has been released by Ben Pixels.
Yes, sir. Give it back. Give it back.
Says good news. After reviewing your dispute, Ben Pixels has decided to release their copyright claim on YouTube video. Video titled The Gringo Poppy, Chris Stefano in Tears, episode 133. The YouTube team. So Ben Pixels, obviously, you had our dispute. You heard us out. That's commendable from you guys, man.
Way to unsilence the little guy.
You unsilenced the little guy. And that's what it's about, man, because, we're going to be coming with some hot fire flames, dude. We're going to be coming knocking out the door of all your, there it is, dude. There it is. Oh, shit. Who is it?
It's a chopping block.
The chopping block. We're going to be coming after everyone that you, fucking produce and that you back. So this isn't going to be the first time that we're going to be reviewing content of the guys that you currently have on your roster. So,
and anybody else that's a fucking jabroni out there, watch yourself.
Watch yourself. Chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. Brandon, here's to a good show. Everyone out there, pour yourselves up a nice drink. It is not Friday, but it is Thursday. Drink with us. Salute, everyone. The old country. Hey!
Mixed with the new country. Yo, when are you guys covering this song?
That's another thing, man. No performance this week.
I think 1 week you guys got to come out with this as your performance, and we'll just take a bunch of shots.
We should. Such a great jam, dude. I always love letting the first one of the night ride.
Yeah.
Ready for it?
Yeah, you really will.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever made it that long.
I always let the first one of the night ride out. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into it. This has been a great week as far as content goes. Obviously, Win by 2 has got some shows coming up. We'll get to that in the back half of the show here. But we did put out a little cover last week, Bran.
Did you know? I didn't hear about it.
Well, I mean, we seen it on, yeah, you didn't hear about it. You heard about it like the fucking second I thought about it, dude. But we put the cover out last week. I mean, we debuted it on last week's podcast, so I was going to play it again here just because it's still pretty fucking relevant. I mean, at least I think so, dude, because, I mean, these days it's like, things are in this news cycle, for a couple of days and then they're out. So, I feel like 6 days is still pretty fucking relevant, especially when you drop a music video and do all that kind of shit. So,
hey, do you, brother?
So let's roll it up, man. This is Jumper performed.
Roll it up, smoke it down. Let's fucking get it.
By yours truly.
Smoke weed every day.
John Daly.
John Daly.
No.
And the Beetlejuices.
Win by 2.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend, and you could cut ties with all the lies you've been living in. And if you did not want to see me again, I would understand. I would understand. Yeah, your boy a bit too insane. Icing over secret pain. You know you don't belong.
Fucking sick breakdown, guy. We will be performing this the next tomorrow and Saturday. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Colby Wayne on the audio. Trevor Jennings on the video, guys. That's, performed by yours truly. So, yeah, make sure you check that out now. It's out streaming music videos on YouTube. And obviously, you can check it out on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else you consume music. That was very fun to make. Obviously, and it's doing pretty well, too. 845 views, nothing to sneeze at in the first 6 days. So yeah, we thank you for everyone who's checked that out up to this point. Like I said, we will be performing this tomorrow, Saturday, and the next couple weeks to come worth of shows. So yeah, man, shout out to everyone who worked on that song and everyone who's checked that out up to this point. So let's get into what we got first here on today's show. What do you say, B? You want to dive into it?
Yes, sir.
By the way, read your comment, what you put back on that. That was fucking hilarious.
So to recap, the comment exactly said, "Those empty bottles look great. Where'd you get that idea from?" And I replied and said, "They actually stole it from me. I have the same exact thing in my basement." So they yeah,
Got him.
that's where they got the idea from.
Yeah, dude. So fucking yeah. Like I said, I think he wasn't fucking around. I think he was dead ass serious, dude. But nonetheless, let's get into it, shall we? So have you been following, the stock market or crypto market at all, dude?
Not like under a microscope, but yeah, I mean, I've been seeing shit about it.
Yeah. So without boring everyone to death, obviously, with inflation being at all-time highs and just everything kind of just being in the shitter as of lately, dude. The one kind of saving grace to everything was always cryptocurrency, because this was kind of a hedge against the dollar, right?
Right.
So, with cryptocurrency, obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum leading the charge. Well, in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, man, both have just seen significant losses, dude. And I think Bitcoin, I checked today, dude, was at like 21 fucking thousand, dude. I mean, that's low, bro. From its all-time high at like almost 65K, it was like 64 and some change. But Bitcoin, yeah, man, Bitcoin at 21K, and Ethereum at the time of this recording, and Ethereum was at like 1100, dude. So if you ever wanted the time to get into any cryptos, man, this would really be the time to do it. So yeah, man. I mean, this is just from the New York Times. The music has stopped. Crypto firms quake, and you never like to see that. And I mean, obviously, we all know that titles are very clickbaity, but you never want to see quake in a title. Quake as prices fall. Crypto companies are laying off staff, freezing withdrawals, and trying to stem losses, raising questions about the health of the ecosystems. This is from the New York Times. Employees of Coinbase in Times Square last year for its initial public offering on Tuesday. The company said that it was laying off, what's that say, 18% of its workers? Holy fuck, dude. That's crazy, man.
Damn, that's never good.
That's insane, dude. 18% is a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, especially if they probably got a fuck ton of people working for them.
Well, no, so Coinbase, I wouldn't think they might. Let's just say they have 1,000 people working for them, tops. 18%, bro. I mean, that's 20% of that's what, at least 200. So if you have to lay off fucking 150 people from your company,
180.
180. I mean, that's a lot of fucking heads that are gone.
Yeah, and like you said, they might even have less than that.
And they might have less, exactly. So, yeah, man. Says no one wanted to miss out on all the cryptocurrency mania, and it's really been true, man. I mean, over the last year and a half and some change, crypto has been really on this like kind of global explosion, man. Because it is. It's a hedge against the dollar. When people lose faith in the system at hand and the cards that they're dealt, they look for an alternative, and cryptocurrency is that perfect alternative, man. You'll obviously hear skeptics say that it's not tangible, it's not real, it's not backed by anything of value, but enough people believe and invest into it, dude. It gives it all the value that it needs, and for a long time, and I don't think this is the death of crypto at all by any stretch of the imagination. I think crypto will rise again, like it always does, dude. I always do that, bro.
There it goes.
I always do that. I'm not even drunk.
The rise and fall of your vape.
Crypto will rise again. Yeah, the rise and fall of my vape.
So you're buying crypto right now, is what you're telling me.
If I ever wanted to enter a long, like a substantial position long term, this would be the time to do it. Like you don't want to get in the Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin at 60,000 is still fucking actually appealing because, you know, if skeptics are saying, or not skeptics, but if, you know, I guess forecasters and experts are projecting that Bitcoin will hit 1 million, you know, in 10 years, then 60K, when you think about it, is very, very cheap to get Bitcoin. Now that it's at 20,000, I mean, if it ever went back to 60,000, I mean, now you're tripling your money just on Bitcoin. And that was always the knock on Bitcoin. It's like, why am I going to invest it now? Because in order for me to double my money at 50 or 60,000, I'd have to reach 100 or 120,000. And I just don't see that happening in the short-term future. Where now it's at 20,000 and it's already been to 65. So, I mean, for that to happen again, you know, it's done it before, it could do it again.
Yeah.
And it could shoot past that. See, the thing with these pullbacks and these you know, and it might go lower, who knows? But the thing with these pullbacks is every time it takes a substantial hit, the next fucking run is going to go past. It's going to be even bigger than where it was. So that's why I'm staying optimistic about crypto.
In the long-term future.
In the long-term future, right. In the short term, I mean, obviously it's a little dicey with the economy fucking, you know, going in the shitter and fucking just everything, you know, just every day you hear of the next fucking thing that's going to, you know, be a disaster. You know what I mean? So the economy and inflation and gas prices and food and just everything, dude. You know, the stock market, the Dow Jones, crypto now, it just doesn't end. So... you know, the thing, man, is people get pissed and people talk shit on it. And then these media companies like CNN and the New York Times, Washington Post, they'll print articles bashing crypto because what happens is you have people that invest into crypto at its high, at its fucking peak, at 60K, someone invested in Bitcoin at the very top. And they've actually lost money on it, right?
Yeah.
So those people... right now, they actually fucking hate crypto. Oh, dude, fucking, it's never done anything for me, man. I've lost all my money, this, that, and the third. And the New York Times, Washington Post, and all these companies will put out articles bashing it, and they'll agree with it, and they'll look at it and say, okay, fucking, you know, the music has stopped, crypto firms quake as prices fall. They'll read that and they'll be like, see, it's a confirmation bias. See, you know, I'm thinking Bitcoin is a sham or I should have never gotten into it. And this is just confirming why I should have never have gotten into it.
This is further bashing them.
When really, I think the opposite is true, man. You know,
it's probably the best time to get in.
It's the best time to get in. Exactly, man. And you learn as an investor, man. You're never going to get it right your first time, but you learn. And you learn from your mistakes. And you see what you did wrong. And instead of FOMO buying into something... you know, be patient with it, man. It's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? And it's never going to just keep going up, and it's never going to keep going down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So I just figured it was pretty interesting. We talked crypto on this show before. We haven't talked about it in a little bit. And I feel like now was a good time to bring it up, man, because the markets are shaky, man. You know, we aren't in a hot spot, for, you know, lack of a better term.
Definitely a hot spot.
So,
yeah, we haven't talked about it in a minute.
Yeah, man. Cryptocurrency, man, is now the time to invest. We'll see. You know, if I had, you know, $50,000, I'd definitely buy up some Ethereum and some Bitcoin right now. Even just at a couple $100, dude.
You wouldn't wait a little bit, see if it goes down more?
Mario saying what's up. What's good, dude?
Yo.
How you doing, my guy? I wouldn't what? I'm sorry.
You wouldn't wait for a little bit, see if the market gets even more volatile.
Well, the thing is, man, you could wait, and then all of a sudden it could just take off and go. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think it's going to do that anytime soon. So yeah, right now I'd be waiting. I'd be waiting for a couple signs. When I'm looking at charts, I'm looking at, you know, a couple different things, and you know, I'm trying to, instead of just being like, fuck it, it's low right now, I'm just going to throw my money in. No, I want to try to, like, kind of find, you know, where I want to execute a good purchase these days instead of just fucking blowing money and just... Because at that point, man, you're just using it as a casino, as like a slot machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just throwing money and seeing what happens. So now it's like, you know, I want to wait for a good opportunity. I mean, now it's very low. I mean, the opportunity is now, but I would like to see at least one or two consistent... I got to take this off the table. One or two consistent green days, you know, in a row, and see it to start building track. It's not going to go from 20,000 to 60 overnight, but it will, you know, just have a couple, I guess, little milestones it's got to hit before it completely starts
Takes off.
going the other direction.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking out for, man. It's just a couple green days, no pun intended. Yeah, man. So we'll definitely be keeping our eye on that. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu. Another thing we'll be keeping our eye on, man. I thought this was pretty interesting, and you know, I like kind of keeping politics out of you know, any of our discussions. But I found this pretty fucking interesting today. Well, I think this was like yesterday, but Dr. fucking Robert Fauci, what's his name? Stephen Fauci.
Yep.
Larry Fauci.
Larry.
What the fuck's this guy's name, dude?
I think his first name is just Doctor.
Doctor. Mr. Doctor. Dr. Fauci testing positive for the coronavirus.
Wow.
I found that pretty interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
Because
the poster boy for it.
Poster boy of Corona, the poster boy for the vaccines is now fucking testing positive, dude.
Damn, you think this is just a ploy? Get everybody scared? Like, oh, if he's got it, then fucking...
I don't know what the angle is on this one, dude. You know what I mean?
There's definitely an angle.
There's definitely an angle. I just don't know what it is yet. You know, yeah, he's tested positive, but that's not good for his, you know...
Maybe... Exactly. Maybe he got paid off. Maybe the Republicans started paying him more than the Democrats did.
Maybe.
Hear me out. And they're going to try, you know what I mean? Be like, damn, I don't know. That could be a possible angle. That could be crazy.
No, dude, nothing. All right, throw that out of your vocabulary now because nothing is crazy anymore, dude. That's the thing. Anything's possible.
Well, everything's crazy.
Everything's insane. I mean, when you really strip it back, you know, I like I said, though, I don't know what the angle is here. You know, Fauci testing positive, the poster boy for the vaccine, and the whole COVID-19 response. And, you know, say what you will about him, man. This guy looks like a fucking, a cross between, like, what's his name? Gambit? Not Gambit. What's the dude from Lord of the Rings, dude? Fucking Gollum.
Gollum? I don't know.
What's it? My precious. What the fuck's the dude's name, dude?
It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't fucking know. Asking the wrong guy. Anybody in the...
Probably Mario would honestly.
Yeah, everybody in the live chat gets it. That's 5 points.
Is Gringo Poppy Inu coin going to be delayed? Hey, you know what, Sam Carroll? Gringo Poppy Inu coin will be delayed. Actually, you know what? Brendan Schaub, if he brought out a cryptocurrency right now today, I guarantee that thing would actually explode. Brendan Schaub right now is the hottest comedian.
Gringo Poppy Inu coin.
Gringo,
Let's get that going.
let's get that going for sure, dude. That's fucking, that's awesome, man. Brendan Schaub right now, I mean, hate him or love him, dude. I mean, he's right now the hottest comedian, you know, on the scene.
For better or worse.
People can't keep his name out of their mouths.
Including us.
We're
Yeah.
here. I mean, I had to come on and do a show because of
that.
fucking...
That's his angle. I feel like he's got any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, but at this point, yeah.
Back to the Fauci thing, I think there might not even be an angle. I think he might just be hanging around shady places he's not supposed to be without his mask on.
Yeah.
I think he's hitting the strip club. I think he's been picking up too many $1 bills. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Those dirty fucking $1 bills in the Wuhan lab, fucking cooking up fucking bat stew over here, fucking
Yeah,
doctor.
100%.
Dude, but anyway, he looks like a fucking cross between William Dafoe and Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. And I know his name's not Gollum, but fucking, I mean, you guys get the picture. William Dafoe. And what a sad excuse for a man, though, dude. You know what I mean?
I think his suit's pretty fly. I wish I had a suit like that.
Well, dude, when you're making that much money.
I know. That shit's probably like 101.
It's like an Armani suit, probably.
Oh,
tailored.
shit. Look at that tie, too. I will say.
He does know how to dress.
He does know how to dress. Oh, okay. Oh, and look, it's got the little... Let me stop.
Yo, serious question. How many blowjobs do you think this guy gets on a weekly basis?
I mean, due to his COVID status, I'm going to say at least like 3 to 4, and they're definitely not from his wife or husband or whatever he's into. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't judge anymore.
You think Fauci swings the other way?
He could. I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
I think he does, dude. And anyone who will go to this extreme definitely bats both ways for sure. I won't say
I can see it.
he's one way or the other, but he's definitely gone both ways for sure.
I can see it. He probably eats babies too.
Oh, dude, for sure, dude, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Then why do you think they call him Dr. fucking Fauci?
That's a fucking vampire name if I ever heard one.
Oh yeah. Do I have a vampire sound effect on here?
No, but we need one.
Um,
That's it.
zoom, zoom.
I'm here to suck your blood.
Yeah, so enough about Dr. Fauci, man. I just thought that was pretty interesting that the poster boy of fucking this next article is even better. The poster boy of COVID-19 getting the old coronavirus, man. And it surprised me that Twitter even came out with that. So, but for Twitter to come out with that, it leads me to believe that there's an angle.
Yeah, he might not. You never know. They might have just fucking put that out there. He might not even have
Might even have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know. I wonder if he's going to release a statement on it. We could probably do a
well,
follow up on that.
He'll make it a whole thing. You know what I mean? Like he'll come out like the next couple. Like when
Yeah,
he's
that's what I mean.
better.
Well, the angle will be revealed
Right.
soon.
It could have been worse, but luckily I had my
Thank God.
vaccine. Thank God for the vaccine. And you listen, do what you will with your body. It's your,
Think?
But it's people like this, man. It's like it is. It's guys like this,
Politicians.
man, who gives vaccines a bad name. And it's like, who I never thought we'd be here in a million years, dude. Like fucking arguing about a vaccine or like just other dumb shit that we argue about on a daily basis. It's like, bro, these guys, are the reason why we're sitting here arguing about if 2 + 2 = fucking 5 or vaccines are safe or not, or just whatever the case is, or are guns good or is abortion bad? It's
Right.
like crazy.
Why can't we just one love, bro?
Well, why can't we just have, honest conversations and honest debates? If we really wanted to come to a common ground on any side, dude, like I feel like we could. You know what I mean? All it takes is just someone willing to listen to someone else.
It is a lot of fucking people. I think it's more just about acceptance.
Whatever it is, dude. I mean, it's above my
I think
pay
we
grade.
just gotta accept everything
Yeah.
for the way it is.
That's some stoner shit right there, bro. For real.
Smoke weed every day.
Hell
love.
yeah. One love. Speaking about one love, man. And then just the way Rolling Stone, labels this article. Brandon, you want to take this article?
I'm not. Yeah, I can. I gotta get close. My eyes are kind of going on me. Anti-vaxxers are flipping out over Justin Bieber's facial paralysis. So, where's this proof? Who's flipping out?
Right.
The anti-vaxxers?
The anti-vaxxers, apparently.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Where's it go? Oh, is there more to it?
Yeah, so read this bold right here. Starting. Scientists.
Honestly, dude, I can't really
I
see
got
that.
you. Scientists haven't found a definitive. You got any glasses, dude?
Low key, I do.
Because that's not that far away.
No. I think I've been, I think it's from looking at fucking the light of a welder too many times.
Well, that too.
I think that's what did it to me, not gonna lie to you.
That'll do it,
Weed
bro.
every day.
Scientists haven't found a definitive link between COVID-19 vaccines and Ramsay Hunt syndrome, also known as facial paralysis, but that's not stopping people online from making the claim. So that's what I wanted to bring up, dude, is obviously you'll have people, describing, Bieber's condition here that, the vaccine caused the facial paralysis, man.
This could be tied in with the angle of Dr. Fauci.
It could be. And that's why I thought it was fitting to bring it up next, is because, it's random, dude. Someone who has all the money in the world, the best trainers in the world, the best doctors and the best staff in the world, all of a sudden gets facial paralysis. I'm not saying it's from the vaccine. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is someone this young with this amount of resources doesn't just get fucking facial paralysis.
And if they do, it's like
It,
they're probably not going to post it. You know what I mean?
Well, there's that too, but he came out and there's an angle to everything, right?
That's what I mean. Like, you wouldn't post it for no reason.
Right.
Like, he does, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't.
You think he's vaxxed up?
I don't know.
I think he's vaxxed up for sure.
You think so? Maybe.
100%.
I still think he's a fucking alien reptile.
Very well could be. Very
So.
well could be. He's Canadian. Canadian,
That's what's up, eh?
you know, tend to bend the knee a little bit.
You think so? Eh?
No, I know he's definitely Canadian, and they do bend the knee. I think so. With that,
To whom? Who are they bending the knee to?
You know, they're
The lizard god?
The lizard god. Yeah, exactly. The lizard god.
Yeah. I mean,
So what I'm saying is, I would just see him. You know, if health officials, quote unquote, health officials come out, and government officials, quote unquote, come out and say, hey, you need a vaccine in order to do X, Y, and Z, or because of X, Y, and Z, I feel like he'd be the type of person that, you know, does something and then asks questions later because he has all the money in the world and he just wants to get back to quote unquote normal. So, I mean, it very well could be. I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor.
no.
So, but it could be. But or could have just got facial paralysis out of nowhere. Like,
It could be that freak thing. He
could be a freak thing.
You know, God
could be a
could be
fucking thing, dude.
God could be making pain for all his sins.
All of his fucking sins, dude.
Yeah,
Eating babies.
maybe.
Maybe.
I'll tell you what. I got a hole in my leg, and that is real.
Well, that's real. There's no angle on that. You just got
No,
a
there
hole in
is
your
no
leg.
angle on that one. I wish there was. I wish I was getting paid off of that somehow. Do you have a picture of his face? Can we pull that up?
Let's see. Do we have a picture? No, it doesn't look like we do.
Do you have that picture that I sent you
Of?
on Facebook?
Let's check it out. What do I have here on the book?
You got to find the picture of his face, though. Remember? You don't remember the picture I'm talking about?
Just recently? This one?
No, I just tagged you in that.
This.
Yeah.
Wait. Whoa.
Oh,
They take it down?
I guess so. Wow, we're already getting censored already. This is not good. Ben Pixels is coming back for us.
Ben Pixels, bro. Stay the fuck away! I don't know. I guess whoever posted it took it down, man.
R.I.P. So pray for Bieber.
Yeah, we'll follow up on that. Obviously, that'll be in the news, for the days to come. Bam Margera, man, you read up about this?
Oh yeah, we were just talking about this, right?
Bam Margera, dude, fucking.
I think there's an angle on this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You want to dive into the video?
Yeah, play that shit.
So, real quick synopsis: Bam Margera has gone missing. Now, this has been
MIA?
covered. This has been covered on other pods, earlier in the week. And
Did Steve-O cover it?
Steve-O hasn't covered it, and that's pretty interesting, dude, that you even bring that up, man. Because you would think Steve-O and Knoxville and
How often does Steve-O do his podcast?
weekly.
He does
Drops a weekly episode.
Weekly cast.
Yeah, Steve-O on wheels.
Pretty cool.
But you would think that's something he would put in the show notes. That
Yeah.
Where's my friend?
I will say that's a fire set. That's a unique set. Nobody's ever done that before.
Well, podcast on wheels.
Yeah, that shit's fire. In the van.
As of recently, he hasn't done it on wheels,
Ah, that's
which
whack.
kind of defeats the name.
Is he at least like wearing rollerblades?
No,
Ah,
dude, not
damn,
at all.
Then it's
bro.
not even on fucking wheels.
It's not even on wheels. So it's like, why you can't call yourself podcast on wheels, my guy?
That's neither here or there.
No. Yeah,
Let's get.
yeah. Bam Margera. You would think that Steve-O and Bam were as close as me and Steve-O would be. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly type shit.
the love that Steve-O shows to Bam is zero. I mean, I guess the narrative that is painted is that Bam is this big fucking raging alcoholic, right? And his friends, which include Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville and
Jackass crew.
the whole Jackass crew, man. They want him to get better. In order for him to do Jackass, he had to have gotten clean and sober. And you know what, man? To me, a little bit of drinking. If you want to drink, you're Bam Margera, enjoy yourself a drink, man. If you want to get fucked up every night, you did it. You made it to the pinnacle of your craft. You deserve to take a load off. If you want to fucking snort fucking crystal meth for the rest of your existence, I think you have that pass to do it. You've achieved and unlocked life the way that very few people get to view it.
I don't know about all that because I mean, there's also always room to expand at that point. I feel like if you're just doing crystal meth all the time, I feel like
you know what I mean, dude.
I feel like those extreme highs are gonna bring extreme lows real quick.
For sure, and they will.
Yeah,
and they will. I'm just saying.
The same thing with like drinking. Not drinking. Not like regular drinking, but like there's a fine line between like drinking and
casual drinking and taking it over the line.
Yeah.
My point is though, simply is that look, you're Bam Margera, man. You don't get this way, for no reason at all. Obviously, he's a very fucking talented person. The way that the Jackass crew has gone about it, though, was they deemed this narrative and they created this narrative, deemed him, Bam, that is, they deemed him this, like, fucking, I guess, some kind of, he was a problem, right? Like, he was the issue. And you couldn't do another Jackass with Bam unless, he removed alcohol from his life. I just think that's a little bit unfair. You know what I mean? I could understand friends wanting to help another friend out. And I get that completely, for sure. But, there's a fine line even with that, man. It's like friends helping friends out or trying to dictate how someone else is going to live their life is two completely different things. And I feel like there was some of that in this.
Yeah, I got two possible theories about this. I don't know if you want to. Oh, we're taking that. I don't know if you want to let this ride, and I'll tell it after. I don't know if this might sway my opinion a little bit.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, how long is this? 2 minutes?
2 minutes. Yeah. Let's see what we got. So this is from Rockfeed on YouTube. 676,000 subs. Yeah, cheers. I was just. It wasn't gonna be like a fucking mazel tov sort of thing. I was just gonna do it. You know what I mean? But all right, let's check this out. This is from Rockfeed, so they're going to describe what happened. Bam Margera's missing in action. Let's see what we got.
New report from TMZ. Jackass star Bam Margera has been reported missing after leaving a court-mandated rehabilitation facility that he was required to attend. Bam has been on the up and up recently. He has just celebrated over a year of sobriety. He's been living in a sober living facility down in Florida. But apparently last night he got into a dispute with the people at the facility, apparently over treatment for a wrist injury he suffered while skateboarding recently. And that led him to leave the facility. He said he wanted to get physical therapy treatment, and they were unwilling to set that up. This, according to the TMZ report. He then got into a sedan and left. A report was filed with the police department to report him missing, and the manager says that Bam told him he was unhappy with the facility and their services, so he was in fact leaving. Just yesterday.
So Bam was in a rehab, and AMA'd is what they call it, against medical advice. He decides to leave. And, was unhappy with the facility.
Well, they said it was court mandated.
It's court mandated, but you could still be unhappy with the facility.
Well, yeah, but you can't leave.
But you can't leave. That's the thing. You can request, man, maybe there was a little riff that we don't know about inside the treatment center. Maybe they were treating him like shit. Who knows?
Possible.
Today on his Instagram, he posted a photo of him and his new AA sponsor, Dominic, who is an MMA fighter, chiropractor, and over 10 years sober. Bam was in this facility as part of a court order. The report says sources close to Bam tell TMZ he was currently staying at a sober living facility and had recently gotten into an argument with his wife. We're told he did have issues with the facility's restrictions and made the impulsive decision to leave. Apparently, family and friends are working to try to get him back into the facility. He has so much progress. Everything has been working for him, and hopefully he is able to get right back on track after having so much positive progress. We wish him, his friends, and family all the best on his road to recovery and hope that he is found safe and readmitted into the program. That's your latest.
So what do you think, B?
All right, so my original theory was that Jackass crew's gonna do this, not do this, but this is gonna happen. They put this out in the media that Bam has an alcohol problem. They take a break from him. He's not on the movie, and then they do a little I don't know if you've ever seen Steve-O's intervention tape,
Yes.
but they do something like that, but with Bam. And then they come back together for Jackass reunion in 2 to 3 years, and then come out with a new movie. But that was what I thought at first. That was my first initial theory that just popped in my head. I don't really know how. I feel like the circumstances are a lot different than Steve-O's intervention type shit, but I also think maybe he wasn't happy with how the Jackass crew was doing shit, or what they were doing, or
Bam wasn't happy.
Yeah, Bam wasn't happy with the direction
Gotcha.
that Jackass was going.
Okay.
And he was basically like, fuck you guys. And then they pretty much were like, fuck it, we're just going to dub him an alcoholic. I mean, I guess he is if he's in a...
Well, I mean, yeah, he is, man, because he was, there was a period in time where he was over, I think, in, like, Scotland or Finland or some crazy, Iceland or some shit, like, and he bought, like, a fucking house and was just drinking himself to death after, like, Ryan Dunn and shit. I mean, that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
That was a while ago, yeah, but...
Because recently he had a... I was watching, I guess it was on his YouTube channel, he had... He was back in, like, PA, and he had a whole, like, warehouse in his backyard.
No shit.
And it had, just, like, a big-ass, like, pool. And he would just have, like, random people pull up and just, like, skate. And
Right.
it was, like, chill.
That's
Not
pretty
chill, but, like,
Yeah.
they're normal shenanigans,
Yeah.
but he was just, like,
Well,
he
you
was
like
cool.
You like to see that from Bam, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how, that was probably, like, 3-4 years ago, so, I mean, I don't know.
It just gets sketchy, man, because Bam was one of the, without Bam, dude, you don't really have Jackass on the level that you have it, man. He co-founding and co-founding Jackass and creating Viva La Bam and getting that whole MTV wave of making skateboarding and like punk rock essentially like cool and into the mainstream. Like Bam is a huge part of that.
Right.
And I feel like, Johnny Knoxville, and I might get a little bit of shit for this, but I feel like Johnny Knoxville, man, is kind of an all eyes on me, conceited prick. We've heard stories before that he was this way, but I just feel like that holds true, and I feel like somewhere along the lines, him and Bam partnered up. Somewhere they made a deal where half was gonna be, they were gonna. Dude, I always fucking hit my vape when I'm like onto a solid point. Hit my vape and it just goes completely off the rails.
No, but I know where you're going with it. Like, they were the two, like, not like stars, but like two biggest people on Jackass.
The two biggest influences.
Because what show was Johnny Knoxville on, or was he? I know he was in some movies.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you had Jackass, and then that was a whole TV series as well. And I believe he was on
before Jackass, it was
like extreme. It was something extreme.
not Nitro Circus.
Nitro Circus, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But I don't think Knoxville was on.
Nah, because that's more like crazy dirt bike shit. It was like Jackass with dirt bikes. But yeah, I think he did have his own like Jackass type show.
Well, obviously,
I forget what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue too. I think Steve-O and shit was on it. Yeah, I don't remember what it was called.
they did have Jackass.
I'm thinking of maybe Lost Boys, something like that. Wild Boys.
Wild Boys, yeah.
Wild
or
Boys.
some shit, yeah.
But I think that was just Steve-O and I forget that guy's name. The guy with long hair.
Long hair, yeah. We're always wearing the thong and shit.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, man. But back to what I was saying is like, Bam, kind of started this whole mainstream for skateboarders and punk rock. And I feel like, Knoxville, like somewhere along the line, like I said, they got a deal together, and then somewhere along the line, Knoxville kneecapped him because he's seen, maybe he got greedy. Maybe Johnny Knoxville got greedy as fuck, seen a little chink in Bam's armor with the alcohol problem, and used that to Johnny's advantage. Johnny's like, yo, look, you're either going to fucking
possible.
Stop the drinking, or I'm going to take everything. And I think that's kind of where we're at, because obviously Bam wasn't on the past Jackass movie that just dropped with like MGK and shit like that. And I heard it was, people, I've heard mixed reviews. I heard it was dog shit, and I heard it was decent for what it was.
It's a Jackass movie.
It's a Jackass movie.
You can't really expect too much from it. You know what I mean?
Especially now the guys are in their 50s, dude. It's like, who wants to watch that anymore? It's like YouTubers are doing the same exact thing on less of a budget, or just on the maybe even on the same amount of budget, like on YouTube. You don't have to go to a movie theater. You can watch it on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it'll never be what it was again. But I mean, it's probably better than nothing. You know what I mean? Probably good to have a new one. But I don't know. Yeah, same thing. I heard mixed reviews.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. So it's pretty unfortunate. I guess for Bam, but I guess we'll stay up to date with that, because if it's court mandated and he's on the run, he's not missing. He's on the run. The more and more I'm thinking about this, he's not missing.
yeah, that's very misleading saying
Yeah.
that he's missing.
He's missing. Missing is
like
kidnapped, or fucking you go off on a bender. You're not calling anyone. You're not talking to anybody for a week.
Yeah, he got in an SUV.
Right. So and
He's got people.
He's got people. I think now he's more so doesn't want to be in treatment, So
Yeah.
we'll see what it is, man.
Yeah. I always thought it was badass that he was like punk rock and shit, but drove around fucking Lamborghini.
And a purple Lambo in Westchester, PA.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
like the
yeah, dude.
most baller shit ever.
That is some baller ass shit. You know what's not baller shit though, dude?
Doxing people.
Doxing people, man. Holy shit, dude. There it is. Gotta get my sound bites right. But yeah, doxing people, man, isn't fucking baller, dude.
Nah.
Who's
not totally not baller.
You know who's doxing people these days?
Who?
It's in the title of today's episode.
Oh, I didn't notice.
So Brendan Schaub. We had to fit him.
Oh, here he is.
We had to fit Brendan fucking Schaub.
Bring him down to the chopping block.
We had to fit Brendan Schaub into our fucking into our program somehow, some way. There's no Fighter and the Kid on tonight's program, but there is Brendan Schaub news. Brendan Schaub and his team, and actually this is more so of his co-host, Mark, the guy who's on steroids with the long hair, looks like fucking the lion from The Wizard of Oz. But this is more so along up his alley and what he's doing. But he's on the Reddit, and he's stewing. Because look, man, the dude Mark, he's a sheep. He's a perfect definition of what we call a sheep or follower, a blind faith follower, a BFF, and not a best fucking friend for life. A BFF, man, a blind fucking follower. And what he'll do is he'll lead Brendan Schaub, or he'll follow Brendan Schaub right off a fucking cliff, for that matter, man. Because the guy has never tasted success quite up to this level of what Brendan Schaub is on. He's never had the earnings on this level to what he's been earning since joining Brendan Schaub. So he's going to do everything in his power to worship and, make sure that everything Brendan says is, fucking, it's gospel. You know what I mean? Essentially. So, I mean, yeah, dude, he's really been the one that's, been on the Reddits and on the comment sections and kind of firing back when Brendan's even like kind of falling back and saying, yo, dude, like, we don't really need to go this direction, man. Yeah. Mark is like engaging with the commenters and shit like that, dude. So Mark's on there. He's got his own podcast, Haters Gonna Say. It's pretty dog shit if you ask me.
Yeah, have you seen it?
I watched the episode from this past week because he's on there describing how he's going to be doxing someone coming up on this week's episode, which I thought was going to drop today, and I thought we were going to be able to cover.
Do you want to cover what doxing is? You want to tell the fine people?
Well, yeah. So for everyone who may not be familiar with the term doxing is just simply, when you know personal information about somebody, whether it's where they live or what their, name and, name, phone number might be, because like we could create a profile, right? That could say fucking Mike Jones, right? But our real name could be, Brandon Taylor, John DiCaprio, whatever the fuck it may be, whatever your name is. Doxing is when someone gets a hold of that information and just kind of blurts it out to their whatever following, Twitter following, Instagram following, YouTube audience, whatever that may be. That information is now out there on the internet. Now, it all takes is a few screenshots, and now people have that information forever. And, people tend to show up at people's jobs, at people's, like family events. They hack their shit, and it's pretty fucked up, dude. Like, you're on the level of Brendan Schaub. You've been on the Joe Rogan Experience multiple times. You're in Joe Rogan's circle. You're on a level of fame that some people will only dream of. Many people will only dream of, and some people will only achieve. And it's pretty bizarre. You have to stoop to the level of doxing. And now people might come out and say, oh, man, it's not fucking Brendan that's actually doing the doxing. It's Mark. But Mark's a part of Brendan's team, right? It's under Brendan Schaub's thick boy fucking productions.
Right.
Brendan's got to know what's going on. And if he doesn't, he's more of a shittier person than I ever thought could be
Still
possible.
his responsibility to know.
It's his fucking responsibility, man. So we're not going to let this go, dude, because it's like, where does it stop? What if Brendan Schaub doesn't like something we do? Or what if Brendan Schaub doesn't like something that you guys do? You comment on something that, Brendan does, a body of work of his, or anything. You go to one of his comedy shows and, you go up to him, you see him after the show and you say, yo, you fucking suck, you fucking blow. What, he's going to, give out your information on his social media? Like,
apparently,
for someone who doesn't read the comments, man, I feel like that's, you got to draw the line somewhere.
a little hostile.
I feel like once this is done, and we're waiting, we're going to jump into it here. Producer Mark from Thick Boy and, The Fighter and the Kid. Producer Mark's going to go into how, he's going to be doxing someone on his next episode of Haters Gonna Say podcast. He's going to go into how he's going to give out this guy's information. He's going to devote a whole segment to this guy.
Wow.
I mean, dude, it's nuts, dude. It's like really fucking bizarre.
Seems illegal.
It seems illegal, dude, right? I mean, shit.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's borderline illegal. There's no like internet police, but I feel like if there ever was, this would be like the first law put into place. Like if you dox somebody, like you get the fucking death penalty. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah. Borderline harassment.
It's beyond harassment, man. It's beyond harassment. You're giving away someone's private information. I mean, that's like me giving away your social security number online.
It's pretty fucked up.
Pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch from Comedy Enforcement. Now, I've actually grown to like Comedy Enforcement's channel. What he does, he keeps it real, man. Yeah, he'll dish out fucking hate if there's hate to be dished out, or if there's not even necessarily hate, but just I guess he'll call it how it is. He'll call it how it is on any podcast or a comic or anybody for that matter. But he'll also keep it real. If something's good or if something has merit and if something is quality, he'll give it the credit it deserves. He's not just going to completely fucking shit on it. And that's not what we're doing here either. I mean, if something's good, it may be few and far between, but if something's good, we'll definitely give it, some sort of credit. It's not just going to be completely shit on. So I do respect Comedy Enforcement for that. But this is also, like I said, a channel I have grown to kind of keep up on. And getting some, inside scoops, man. Pretty cool set. The guy, I don't know his name, actually, to be honest. I just know him as Comedy Enforcement. But he's going to go on and describe how Brendan Schaub is doxing Redditors, lawsuit coming, ? It's getting dicey, and we all know that's Brendan Schaub's favorite line to use. It's getting dicey, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. Comedy Enforcement has something to say about Brendan Schaub. And look at his eyes here. Holy shit. That is pretty bizarre. He's like going into a fucking trance before he's going to give us this information. Holy shit. Anyhow.
I'm about to pack punch here. Deliver some heat.
Oh, yeah. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's get into it. This could be really, really bad for Brendan Schaub, okay? But first, let me just say this. This is allegedly, because there's no proof, there's no evidence, so we'll see what happens. But this is what went down. 2 days ago, Mark Hartley, or Brendan Schaub's assistant, who has a show on the Thick Boy Network called Haters Will Say, ended the video, his last podcast, in a very, very interesting way. I'm not going to play the clip, but you can easily go and find it. It's his last episode. I don't know why it's still up.
And we're gonna watch that clip. By
It's
the way,
still up
That's-
to today,
We're gonna today, Junior. We're gonna watch that clip.
but it's still up.
Coming up after this.
They didn't take it down
They
yet.
didn't take it down. We're gonna see actually if they posted the new episode, because that's what we're actually waiting to watch. But we're gonna watch the other clip. But yeah, it is still up. From haters are gonna say Mark Harvey, I think he said, or Harley, or whatever the fuck he said. That's kind of
Mark
irrelevant.
Harvey.
Mark Harvey. I knew a Mark Harvey at once. But that's neither here nor there. Let's jump back into it. Comedy enforcement, ladies and gentlemen.
But if you scroll to the end of the video, it's like the last 2 or 3 minutes of the video. You can see what he says, and essentially he goes into how next week he's going to expose one of the top posters in his subreddit, in the Fighter and the Kid subreddit, and he's going to talk about his work, his address, and all this stuff, which is
His work.
it's insane.
His
It's
address.
freaking-
That's like inviting people to
fuck with
him.
you. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's like inciting harassment.
Yeah. Like, that shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, it's just kind of crazy that he's affiliated with fucking
Brendan.
the Fat Boy Network.
The Fat Boy Network. You heard it here first.
Or what is it, Thick Boy?
Thick
Network?
Boy, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck him. That's pretty. It's pretty bizarre.
It's low, dude. For someone of the caliber of Brendan Schaub,
even if they're like making a joke and it's still, you know what I mean. It's not real.
doxing's not a joke, though.
No, it's not a joke because it can give people ideas,
And it can, right. And people are nuts.
and they're very influential. Yes.
Easily, they're influential, and people are easily influenced.
Yeah.
So,
That's no good.
no good. It's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. So are we gonna see this clip? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, let's finish up comedy enforcement here.
wild, okay? So, but that was 2 days ago, and nothing really happened until 10 hours ago. This guy posted this on the subreddit. Apparently, from what he is saying,
So what's that say? It says Mick Spit here. Pretty dope ass name. Yes, it's true. I was doxxed in Cat's Patreon pit by BGL. Then Littlefoot's sicko fans proceed to harass me at my workplace. So the doxer, the person who was doxed, is saying that people did come to his work.
The doxy.
The doxy, there it is. Thank you. That dude,
Gotcha.
we're me and you have always been right here, dude.
Yeah, sir.
The doxy, yeah. So Mick Spit is the doxy. Was kind of blasted and doxed on Cat's Patreon pit. People did come to his work. This Reddit post is describing it. It's going on to say what he did was in fact illegal. It's illegal.
That's the sound of the police.
What he did was illegal and detestable on a human level. Holy shit, that's a pretty big sentence right there. Sadly for him, my boss is this spelling is, I think what he meant to put is a felon, but a feline? What the fuck's a feline, dude?
Is as feline as it gets.
Sadly for him, my boss is a feline as it gets. So nothing happened to me. Continued in comments. What's this? Anything? That's nothing. Okay. So let's continue on comedy enforcement, everyone. I think that meant to be felon. The fuck's feline? My boss is as feline as it gets.
Yeah, somebody help us. We're illiterate.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be fancy.
Oh well, that's not the
that
point.
might be
though.
fancy city talk.
That's not the point. The point is comedy enforcement has some dirt, and we're gonna listen in. So let's see. Continue on with the clip.
he was doxxed, and people actually came to his work and harassed him and did all this stuff, which is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing because, guys, come on. It's all fun and games, talk smack, have a back and forth. But once you take it to the more personal level and start talking about people's personal life and revealing information like that, bro, why? There's no need for that. Come
Right.
on. So that is clearly crossing the line without a doubt. So let's go over what the post said.
All right, so let's see the post.
Max Spitfire here. Yes, it's true. I was doxing the cat's
Max Spitfire. So he's gonna read. So there's more to this post actually. So we're gonna hear from comedy enforcement the whole thing.
Patreon pit by BJL. Then Littlefoot's sicko fans proceeded to harass me at my workplace. What he did was in fact illegal and detestable on a human level.
Detestable.
Sadly for him, My boss is as feline as it gets, so nothing happened to me. I lawyered up with the beast litigators.
Maybe feline is a word.
Well, I mean, it's like a cat.
I thought he was saying my boss was a felon.
I don't know why his boss would be like a cat, because that's what a feline is.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. We're not the best with words, as you can tell.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Check it out. We're gonna continue on.
Litigators to fight back. I ask you to not engage with him in any way. Don't give him a reason to destroy this beautiful place I helped build. I will be back. Edit.
Sounds like some Arnold Schwarzenegger line. I'll be back. Okay, give me your Arnold impression. Your best one.
I'm gonna pass.
Come on,
I'll save
dude.
the impressions for Mario next
I'll
week.
be back. You can't do I'll be back. I'll be back. I sound like
be
Joey
back.
Diaz. I'll be back.
I know you all have questions. I feel the love, but for now, I can't say much for obvious reasons. I know you all want to help. I assure you, all redacted actions of the VGL were documented. He's so fucked, according to my lawyer.
So fucked.
I very much appreciate fundraising ideas for my upcoming legal battle, but for now, me and my lawyer believe the law is on our side, and it's a slam dunk. I don't need it.
Yeah, feline
need it,
just
and if
means
I do-
cat-like.
Cat-like?
Yeah, so I don't.
So maybe I wasn't crazy in saying that. Why would he use feline in that regard?
I still don't see the relevance.
Well,
your boss is cat-like, so nothing happened.
Dude,
So you're saying he's swift on his feet? He's got 9 lives.
B. This also is a Reddit poster. So
I know, but
you got to
like,
take that in consideration.
I give them higher regards because Reddit posters have got to be literate. If they're not literate, they're gonna get torn to pieces.
Well, you got a point there. No, you do got a point.
So I think this guy knows his shit.
But just why is he using feline in a sentence?
Bro, cats are crazy. They could see in the dark. Maybe he works overnights, and his boss spotted him from a mile away and just took him out like a cat would eat a mouse.
Hey, that sounds actually pretty fucking believable right there.
That's my only angle.
Tonight's show should have been called Angles.
The angles of the internet.
Let's get back into it. Comedy enforcement. There's only about 30 seconds left here, so let's see what we got.
Sheesh, if we can get through it.
Yeah,
with no interruptions.
A 3-minute clip takes us fucking 37 hours. Let's do it.
I won't know it for at least a year from now. Any fundraising campaigns are fake. Don't donate. I love the cats like you wouldn't believe. And
Cats?
I love you, Cats. Oh, Cat. Well, Cat was an old producer on The Fighter and the Kid. She has her own podcast, Cat. Now, I'm not sure if he was...
Nah, I think he just says, I love you, cats. Like all his Reddit
I love
followers.
you, Cats. Okay.
But he said feline and cats. So this
is this guy a fucking cat lover, dude?
I think he's a cat guy.
Fuck, dude. This is nuts.
We're cracking the Da Vinci Code over here.
Next week on Cats. I wanted to find a place to use that soundbite, and I just did, so.
I like it.
I like it, too. All right, so we got about 20 seconds left on this clip.
That could be the chopping block sound.
Chopping
Come
block.
down
Come
to
on.
the chopping block. I like it.
There it is.
well, everybody's going crazy, as they should. Again, this is a Reddit post. Can't confirm it. Now, if that is true, it's going to be a very interesting upcoming week. So if you want to keep getting updated, hit the subscribe button. Leave a like.
All right, yes. So, yeah, definitely subscribe to Comedy Enforcement's channel. Do all that good shit, what you got to do to stay up to date, because he does put out some great content. I don't know what we accomplished in that clip, besides the fact that we found out a Reddit poster is just obsessed with fucking cats. But nonetheless, man, Brendan Schaub and Mark Harvey or Harley, or whatever the fuck your last name is, Mr. TRT himself, Mr. Steroid Juice right up the old ass, is, definitely fucking doxing people for sure. He's got a lawyer. This is going to be taken to court.
Going down, brother.
It's going down, bro. It's going.
I'm going to jail.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna watch on Haters Are Gonna Say, or Haters Will Say.
This is the clip in question?
This is the clip in question. Mark is going to come out and pretty much say how that, he has these Reddit posters. He's got them red-handed. He's going to dox him on next week's episode, which is supposed to be this week. So we're going to... Actually, let me check if this episode dropped yet. I don't think it did, because Thick Boy...
Thick Boy, the Gringo Papi.
Gringo Papi Shibu Inu coin. We got to get that going. And no...
Yeah.
Haters Will Say has not dropped yet. So let's watch the clip. And, you know, we'll keep an eye out on if Haters Will Say new episode drops. And we'll see
if my man's getting DOS.
if he's getting doxxed. We might have to report back on it next week on next week's show, which we will stay up to date on it. But let's get into this week's clip.
Watch it be something corny. They were just like joking the whole
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For clout.
I don't think it is, man, because look, to take up fucking.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen the clip, so I don't know the.
So let's check it out. Why don't we dive into it?
Let's do it.
All right, check it out. We got Haters Will Say, Mark Harley or Harvey or Starley or Steve
Whatever
Harvey.
the fuck your name is.
Whatever your name is,
Take it away.
come on down. Come down to the chopping block, Mark. Here we go.
Andre is a powerhouse of the cell, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, Casey, I just wanted to give you a little update before we go.
And why is he talking like that? Watch
I don't
this.
know.
Watch this. Watch his face here, dude.
Yeah.
So, Casey, I just wanted to give you a little update before we go.
Forget.
I just want to give you the update for we go.
I like it. What
What the fuck? What a weirdo.
Last week I asked a question. Will I expose this person who's the top or one of the top?
Look at him, dude. Look at his mannerisms, bro. Look,
Oh,
he's being
hype.
He's being yes, he's hype. He's being very mischievous right now. Watch his mannerisms.
Will I expose this person who's the top or one of the top? Don't want to give away his position. One of the most prolific posters on the subreddit. And I said, chime in below with your opinions. Let's democratize this process. Turns out you guys chimed in and you guys were right. I should expose him. And that's what I'm going to do. Next week, tune in to Haters Will Say. But seriously, I want to do it in a more...
So tune in next week, which is supposed to be this week. But the episode has yet to drop. I think it's going to be dropping tomorrow, honestly. But maybe it might drop tonight while we're on air. So who knows?
Yeah.
organized...
This guy's cringy.
It's very cringy, bro. Imagine listening to this guy. Imagine waiting every week on a weekly basis for Mark Harley's podcast.
Perdcast.
His podcast to drop. His podcast.
fucking Delco Santa.
His fucking
don't forget, I'm always watching. I can't do it. I can't do a Delco.
Delco Santa. Yo, fucking. I'm not gonna dive into
Yeah,
that.
more. We'll get that from Mario.
Yo, Mario, where you at, man? The Delco Santa, we need you, brother. We do. Hey, Mario and fucking Alex's presence are always missed on the show, but nonetheless, Mark Harley. I don't know. Words really don't describe to me. Imagine just being a viewer of this guy's podcast, and you are waiting on a weekly basis for this show to specifically drop, and you're telling all your friends, "Yo, guys, I got the podcast for you." Haters Will Say, you got to check it out, man. This is, I mean, fucking gold. The guy just dives into like how much we can actually, benefit from working out and eating right and shit like that, and which is all fine and good. There's a time and a place, but when you look like this, dude,
that's what this podcast is about.
not the whole thing, but majority of it. Look
why
at
would
the
you
guy,
call
dude.
it haters all say?
Because
Is
it's
there an aneurysm that I'm not getting here?
well, it's clickbaity. It's
Haters all is that?
haters will say.
Oh, haters will say. Haters
Dude,
will
you
say
really need to
what?
get some glasses.
Fuck, but I mean, I would enjoy a health podcast, but I don't.
Not from this guy.
I mean,
Not from this guy.
I mean,
Come on. Come on,
if
dude.
he's got good, if he's not talking about doxing people, I would think he would be a good fit for a health podcast. But I don't think the name just throws me off.
Well, that's the reason why it's not a health podcast.
Okay, so it's not a health podcast.
He'll drop,
That's just the
certain
foot in the
things.
door.
Foot in the door. I mean,
Okay,
but
okay.
I mean, when you take the first look that you get from this guy, right? The first impression you get.
He looks like what's
No.
his name?
I'm not. This is what I'm asking you. I'm asking
Okay.
you. Do you get the impression that this guy has done everything he's done and gotten the position he's gotten to by being legit, authentic, and 100% from his body to his character, from his podcasting skills to whatever his means
And
to an end
I'm just judging this off the looks of him.
off of him,
He
right?
kind of looks like
Look here, get a good eye. He's looking you right in the face right now. So tell him. Does this look like a guy who
kind of looks
fucking-
like somebody I know? Not gonna lie.
Jesus, dude?
No, he looks like I can't think of the guy's name. It's fucking.
That's irrelevant.
It's it's totally relevant because once I say I'm just awful with fucking names. American Idol.
Oh,
Steve,
I don't know, dude.
American Idol host. Come on.
Steve.
Fucking Aerosmith.
Oh, Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler, that's his fucking son.
A younger Steven Tyler.
Yeah,
I could
that's
definitely
what he
see
look-
that.
that's what
I
he
could-
looks like.
I could definitely see a younger.
See,
Steven
I told
Tyler.
you, I got.
Well, you said
connection.
someone you know.
No, but he also does look like somebody I know, like close up, like in the face.
That's great.
But I don't know. I mean,
Look, are you going to give this guy money to take health advice?
not if he's talking about fucking doxing people. No.
Exactly.
No, if I'm coming here for health advice and then he's talking about exposing his haters,
You're like, what are we doing here?
I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to fucking,
Joe Rogan.
yeah.
And that should tell you a lot right there.
No, I'm going to go to Liver King.
This guy, dude, sucks the Liver King's dick, by the way.
Does he?
Oh, dude, he's like, bro.
I don't think the Liver King has a dick. I think he just has a liver in between his legs.
Actually, he doesn't. Well, I don't. Mark doesn't actually suck Liver King's dick. I jumped the gun on that, but he well, because he was talking shit on the Liver King like a couple weeks ago on the Fighter and the Kid,
was
dude.
he? I bet the Liver King would kick his ass.
I bet so too. But he was saying the Liver King is all juiced out, which he probably is.
Yeah,
dude.
100%.
100%. But it's like, why
we all
you,
knew that. We didn't have to say that.
Why are you hating, dog? Because it's like
Haters will say, buddy.
haters will say, dude. What does your podcast say, bro?
And now you're hating on this fucking doxer
it's just
because
one,
it's just one Yeah.
big fuckery, dude.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You see?
Yeah, I see where you're
So
coming
I'm
from.
gonna ask you again: are you gonna give this guy your money and time?
No, I wouldn't give him my money at all. Unless he
And-
was
but-
selling
well,
me like
when I
unless
say
he was
money-
behind the counter of the dispensary or something.
yeah, there it
or a blackjack dealer. If he was a blackjack dealer, hell yeah, I'd give him my money.
Well, yeah, that's not saying much. You give.
I'm getting off topic.
Yes.
Quick. But no. Final answer.
And when I say money too, man, I'm also referring to time because time is obviously more.
Yeah,
valuable
because
than
they get
anything else.
ad revenue from that and
Yes,
shit. So.
yes. But so yeah, it's just pretty bizarre, man. This guy is fucking, a character on Brendan Schaub's team, threatening to dox, not even someone of like fame or anything, just threatening to dox random people. So let's finish out this clip. There's only about a minute left. Let's see what we got.
That's what I'm going to do. Next week, tune in to Haters Will Say. But seriously, I want to do it in a more organized, systematic way. I don't want to just be like, it's this guy. I want to give him the full attention that he deserves, the attention that, frankly, he's been giving me and my friends for a number of years over the course of almost 9,000 posts. So,
Oh, can you pause it? So this guy, he said over years, this guy's obviously in their head.
Oh yeah.
They know this guy on a first name fucking basis. He
Yep.
said at first he was like the top Reddit user, and then he's like he retracts it. He says,
Yeah.
well, not the top, one of the tops, not trying to give it away.
Right.
So
He's living rent free, dude.
yeah, so whoever this guy is, do you know? We should have looked up the subreddit and figured it out.
Well, it was that one.
I guess we'll know.
No, it was that one commenter, that comedy enforcement.
Oh,
said,
fucking feline buddy,
that guy,
feline friend.
It was that guy. Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? It was like Lick something.
Lickety split or some shit. Yeah.
Lick. Yeah. Okay.
Get a better name. We'll remember it next time.
Regardless, but yeah. So yeah, like so I guess this guy's like, and like you said, haters will say. So I would respect you more if your podcast was named Haters Will Say, and you just let them say whatever they want. You didn't go
Same
around
thing about
doxing
doxing
people and just
Doxing
If you
people.
would, yeah.
It's like Allen Iverson, dude, bro. Are we talking about practice? Are we talking about doxing, dude?
Yeah, we are. Like,
we're,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
we're really talking about doxing.
We really are.
This is where this is.
Cause a hater, to the fucking
Let me-
no read the no comment reading kings.
Let me paint a picture for everyone. You tune into a podcast, right? Whatever podcast. Name that podcast. Whatever podcast you most fucking love the best.
I listen to true crime podcasts.
You listen to True Crime
so
podcast?
there's no
Okay.
drama on them,
You imagine listening to the True Crime podcast.
and they're talking about doxing people.
Hear me out. Let me get to the point of this. You go on the subreddit of True Crime Podcast because you didn't like it. The last 3 episodes that just popped off, right? The last 3 episodes that they dropped, you did not like whatsoever. You found it to be kind of off, maybe off topic, maybe not even discussing true crime, just discussing whatever the fuck, right?
I'd be pissed.
You'd be pissed. So you go on the subreddit to talk about it, and you might be talking a little shit, but you're not like completely fucking like saying like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill these guys. You know, you're not saying anything crazy. You're just like
Giving my opinion
9,000 times in the span of 3 podcasts, right? Imagine if True Crime, the host from True Crime Podcast, came out
and dossed me.
and was like, yo, your address, this guy right here, the screen name, Mary J. Rocks at msn.net. BC. That's what I was literally thinking that too. That's kind of weird. You know, this guy is, you know, just getting on our nerves, and he's posting too much negative shit. We don't like it. So guess what, guys?
Here's his information. If you live close, go fuck with him.
Go fuck with him. And on next week's show, I know this podcast is called True Crime, or haters will say, but on next week's show, we're gonna devote a whole thing to
Exposing this guy.
It's like, bro, when
grow up.
And when did we you know, enter a world where our podcasters are now fucking crossing over the line to trying to attack their listeners?
Right. And now this guy that just fucks with cats is you know, he's getting ganged up on by this gang of lunatics. Well, not lunatics, but this fan base.
Hooligans.
Yeah. You know.
It's a better word to describe it.
And, you know, it just for giving his opinion. And that's not right. I mean, shit. I mean, I can't speak for him because, I mean, maybe he did say some fucked up shit, but even if he did,
it's subreddit, dude.
You're supposed to be
grow a sack of balls.
Supposed to be better than that. It's the fucking internet.
You're Brendan Schaub. You're in Joe Rogan's circle. Why are you on a subreddit giving any ounce of a fuck?
You're fucking. The name of your podcast is Haters Will Say.
What are we doing? Sorry, I'm banging the desk, but I'm like, this is crazy.
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what will happen.
Let's see how this. Yeah, because
he's got more to say.
He's got about a little bit less than a minute left. Let's.
If we can get to it, that's probably like another 3 interruptions.
Well, dude, hey man, you know
it
gives good context. You know, that's all I could say. Let's dive into it. Haters Will Say. Mark, devoting a whole segment on next week's episode, which is supposed to be this week's episode, on doxing, the subreddit of Lickety Split. On
Stay
subreddit.
tuned. There will be a dramatic reveal next week. I promise you that, even if the entire podcast is just me going into this person's entire life story, name and address, occupation.
What the fuck?
Name and address. I mean,
yeah, that's so weird.
That's weird.
That's weird.
That's fucking strange. Like, you're going to go to the lengths of giving away someone's personal information because you don't like what they say?
About you.
Get the fuck out of here. And you look like this with long hair and fucking muscles bulging out of every fucking pore of your body. It's like, get a life, dog.
Right.
Like,
why do you care?
Turn off the internet. If you can't handle it, get off it.
Jeez. All right. What is it?
Where he works.
He works. I mean,
this is kind of like unbelievable.
We're watching it here. I mean, this is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Ben Pixels, man. Hey, if you ever want another shot at us, now's the fucking time.
Yeah, let us know. We're ready to take you on. Can't silence the little guy.
Worst post, maybe.
Never silenced.
Maybe. So you can figure out, like, what ethical level is this person on, and how should I maybe, you know, explain to him why he's wrong. We wouldn't want to retaliate with videos mocking this person. That would be wrong, right? But I can't control you either. So tune in next week. We're going to devote an entire episode to unmasking. It was the groundskeeper the entire time.
And I would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
That's a little Scooby-Doo bullshit reference.
Yeah, fuck that. That's whack as fuck.
I'm going to keep going here.
That's it.
And that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
What do you think about that?
Dude, you don't want to know my thoughts, man. It's kind of bullshit. The fact that we're even at this point where, you know, podcasters now have taken it upon themselves to fucking to disagree with somebody is one thing. To dox somebody is a whole completely other different ballgame, man. You know what I mean? What do you think, B? I'm trying to find our logo here so I can post it on my IG to let people know we are live. But give the people your thoughts, man. What do you think, man? No holds barred.
I think I already laid it all down on the
Yeah,
table.
you did. You kind of did.
But yeah, no. Fuck
Give me
that.
1 second here.
Fuck that guy.
I'm just fucking posting this.
100% fuck that guy.
Live now.
That guy needs to take a chill pill.
You know what I stopped doing, dude?
What if he comes on and says like, yeah, this guy's like the guy that they're talking about is just he's killed 10,000 cats.
Oh,
And that's why he said feline in that picture. And it's like a whole conspiracy and like
he flipped.
they're really like shutting down a bad dude.
Well, you know, he likes cats, dude. I mean,
Maybe he does. Maybe he likes to kill cats. There is a
I don't know,
cat serial
dude.
killer on the loose. Have you heard about that?
no, I have not.
Yeah, that's a thing. I think.
Where at? Around here?
I don't know.
Well, that's really neither here or there. See what I
It's
did?
somewhere, probably in like fucking Illinois or some shit.
My bad, dude. I can't.
No offense if you're from Illinois.
I haven't posted a while on IG saying that we were live now, so I figured I'd do that.
Oh fuck yeah!
So I couldn't find our logo, but I did nonetheless. Yeah, man. So Mark, all right. So actually, let me.
What do we
check.
got? What are we segueing into next?
We're gonna segue into some Burt Kreischer. Obviously, we covered last week.
Pretty
Burt
Bird,
Kreischer.
Zanny head.
Zanny head Bird. Fucking pill popping son of a bitch. What was I just gonna do on here now? All right, let me go to Thick Boy real quick. I'm just making sure that this podcast, when it drops, we are here to cover it live. Why can't I type in this?
They don't do live shit, right?
That they're not live, but they do weekly podcasts. But I'm saying I want to be live.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if we were gonna get the whole spital.
Well, because we got no Brendan Schaub on this week's podcast, man.
we a little bit.
Oh, 41 minutes! It dropped! It dropped!
Oh shit, we gotta put it on. Throw it
shit,
on. What
dude.
happened?
Oh,
What's the title? What's the
shit.
Is there a title?
Oh, shit!
Is there a title?
No way, dude. I did a dox! Oh, shit! Oh, shit.
How did we miss that? Were we really talking about that for
41 minutes.
Play that shit. Fuck it.
Fucking play it? Full send?
The whole I don't know. We got fuck it.
Well, it's only 44 minutes long.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna watch.
We can completely skip the Burt Kreischer. I mean, I did have an amazing fucking thing I had lined up for Burt Kreischer. We can completely
Well,
skip that.
let's
see
dip,
where this goes.
let's dip our toes. Yeah, I think it's. I
Dude,
think we
this
have
is
to.
fucking amazing.
You heard it here live. Breaking fucking news. Haters will say are doxing people and probably gonna go to jail.
Read that title one more time, B, for the viewers.
Haters will say I did a dox.
So this is everything we've been saying for the last fucking...
So are we haters? Because you see what he did there? Haters will say I did a dox. So
No, dude, we're not haters, bro. He's trying to get you to think like that.
well, that's what
Come
the
back.
title insinuates.
Come
are we
back, dude.
crusaders? Crusaders to the haters?
I love it, dude. Woo! This is the reasons why we love doing the show live, bro.
Fucking breaking news right here.
Haters will say I did a dox, man. We're covering it live here on air. You know, I was gonna leave this guy out, dude. This guy had a free fucking pass.
Oh, you can't once you step in front of the jury, you can't fucking get away from the fucking chopping block.
The old chopperoo, dude. Let's get back into it. Mark fucking Harvey or Harley or whatever your name is, dude. This is brand new, dropping 41 minutes ago.
We still don't know your name.
We still don't know your name.
Talking about you for 41 minutes.
We're going to talk about you for 41 minutes more, man. Mark, I did a dox, Harley. Let's get into it.
Get the popcorn, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm excited. Let's do another shot, dude. We got
We got to.
We got to do another shot.
Go ahead, let it ride. We don't.
By the power of Castle Hates Gold, I am Element Harley.
He joins us, ladies and gentlemen, on screen. New episode. Marcus Harvey.
Thursday night entertainment.
See, I'm kind of glad now I did the show on a Thursday. Let's get back into it. We got a shot poured up. Drink one if you are drinking one with us. If you're having one with us, drink one. If you're having one with us at home or on the road, don't drink and drive.
On the road.
Anyway, and I'm not going to get
To
carried
the
away.
place
Where I always want to be.
I call my home.
Oh, I don't know if that's the actual song.
In the pain.
You are in for one of the biggest
Podcast.
treats you've ever had in your life. I'm not talking about Rice Krispie treats. I'm talking about an intellectual feast for your mind that is sweet.
An intellectual
AF.
feast. Okay.
Now,
Yes.
a lot of people have been asking me, Mark, you're fantastic on this podcast.
Is he gonna get right into it? What do you say? Does he get right into it, or does
Over
he?
over under, I'm saying it takes him about over 4 minutes and 41 seconds to
4:40.
Yeah, I got that betting strategy from Alex. Be weirdly specific. 4:41.
4:41. I'm gonna say he gets right into it.
I'm gonna say it
First 2
takes
minutes.
over. I'm gonna say intros over 4:41.
Hey, the title's in. I mean, it's in the title. I did a docs, right? So if he doesn't get into it in the first 2 minutes, I'd be very disappointed. In this.
How many minutes are we in?
32 seconds.
Fuck.
Let's see what we can do here.
Just by yourself, have you ever thought about having a guest in the long form where you don't
this is
do your
looking good for me.
podcast and then sneak in a guest at the end just to have a little 5-minute segment on something that is relegated?
Hey, Jam Ben, true.
What do you say?
He said true. I don't know what the true was for, but I agree, true.
Oh, I thought.
Mark is a fucking doxer. We are watching this live, ladies and gentlemen. I just fucking clicked out of it.
You're trying to skew the bet, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Here we go. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. This is just dropped. Thick Boy Haters will say, the new episode. This is Mark, Steve Harvey. I'm going to start calling him Mark Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's Jr.
Steve Harvey Jr. or Steven Tyler Jr.
Steve Tyler Jr.
This is Mark from Thick Boy dropping a new episode. I did a docs, so we're just going to watch through and see what happens here. We might jump ahead. We might watch the whole thing. We don't know.
Yeah, we got a bet going right now.
Let's see what happens.
To a subsection of the podcast that would be a chapter in the YouTube video if we did chapters on the videos, and maybe that's something we can work on for the future.
What?
The answer is yes. I've thought about this and come to the conclusion that I, in the future, very near future, in fact, will be having guests. So, wanted to bring that up right up front so we can talk about the kinds of guests that I want to have on. Now, sure, I have so many friends, so many acquaintances, so many people begging me to get on the podcast daily.
time check?
Mark, please let me.
Is that a tell right there? Because I don't think that's true.
I don't know. I'm worried about my bet now. What's the time at? What's the time at?
1:16.
Oh, shit. That's
Put the
not
bet
looking
aside real quick. Look at the immediate tell. When you're nervous, right? You
People's
got to,
nervous?
and you say something, and you're nervous, or you're in a just an awkward position.
good. Yeah.
You go to something. You might say something.
Body language changes or something. You
Body
think-
language. You're right.
No,
something.
I don't think that's a tell. I think
Well,
that's
watch.
just.
Watch. Ready? Watch what I'm pointing out here.
I mean, okay.
Because he's gonna say, I have all these friends, I have all these guys who are dying to get on the podcast. Watch what he does immediately after. That, I think, gives it away, which
Let's
is
see.
the complete opposite. Which he doesn't have friends or people dying to get on the podcast. Who wants to get on this fucking podcast, dude?
Probably some haters.
Probably some haters. Is right.
So many acquaintances, so many
Watch.
people begging me to get on the podcast daily.
Oh,
Mark,
the
please
si-
let me on.
okay.
The side swirl. That's his tell.
Okay.
That's his tell. Keep that in
You
mind.
been playing some poker or something?
No. Hey man, been around 30 years. I think you
know
learn-
a tell when you see one?
You tell when you see one. Can't bullshit a bullshitter, bro. I mean,
Oh, that's a good pickup. No, that was at this.
Let's continue.
It's just a solo podcast.
Come on, keep talking.
But if the format ever changes due to high demand,
What is this?
maybe I'll sneak you in. In all seriousness,
Sebastian Maniscalco.
I do have some ideas for people who I'd like to have on.
Bet he's rambling.
Some people I've talked to before about coming on.
I think your bet is
Grego
safe.
Gallagher, Kinobody, guys who I've talked to in real life. I think he has a lot of interesting things to say, not only about fitness, but also about psychology, about business, about self-improvement. Those are kind of the people, it doesn't have to be just fitness related. Of course, I'd like to talk to some people who I admire in the realm of fitness, biohacking, different things like that. So I think of Leo Rex from Leo and Longevity, Vigorous Steve,
I think your bet
who
is
I've
safe
communicated
here.
with a little bit also.
Yeah, I think he's going to ramble
who's
for a
up
little
Highland,
bit.
and just guys like that who have a tremendous
You wanna
wealth
just
of
skip the 440?
information on the topics relevant to this podcast. Also, guys who I haven't talked with, like
Another tell.
Juji Mufu, who just podcast.
I saw it.
Watch.
Of information on the topics relevant to this podcast.
That's a nervous tell. I mean, when he's flicking back his hair like that, it's he's uncomfortable on what he's saying. He doesn't know if he's saying too much or too little.
Well, he is talking about the podcast, and he's saying relevance into like health and fitness, and he's showing his tail. So maybe he knows the podcast really isn't about health and fitness.
Well, I like, yeah. That's, I mean, to get to that conclusion, I like that. I like how you got to there.
It's possible.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's continue. I mean, look at this fucking cuck-ass, bait-ass bitch, dude.
Damn, dude.
You're gonna let this guy fucking... Just because you got... Listen, let me just say this, dude. Just because you have muscles, just because you have a little muscle, and long hair, doesn't make you a fucking fighter, dude. I'll knock this motherfucker out. Metaphorically. Figuratively. Metaphysically. I'll knock this motherfucker out, dude. You know what I mean?
All right, I won't go that far, but I will say,
Set this up, bro. I'll box this motherfucker.
It takes work. Dude. It takes a little bit less work to be fat than it is to be muscular, but just almost the same amount.
No, dude. I'd say it takes a lot of work to be fat, dude. Well, what's your definition of fat? Fat is very subjective.
I'll just anything not super muscular. I don't know.
Anything plus two... No, because you could be 280 and be fucking in shape.
You can be 80 and be out of shape.
Oh, and there's that too.
Well, not here
that's
there.
irrelevant.
Can we just get?
Let's
to go to 440. I want to
Guys,
see
we're
if he's
having
still
talk with,
talking
like,
about bullshit.
Juji Mufu, who just seemed to have ultimately. That's
I'll just
kind
keep
of what I
skipping.
think about this podcast, and when I approach, people or they approach me, and we have a conversation. You said, or Jeff Nippert, or these big names.
I think I got that in the bag.
How do you?
I think you owe me money.
Build a YouTube page.
Wait, we didn't bet.
What do you mean? I said I took the over.
Yeah, but
you took the under.
What was the amount of money?
$2,000.
You son of a bitch.
Nah, I mean, we could just get to when he starts the docs.
juicy part?
The docs.
All right. Well, he's gonna
Round up.
Let's keep just moving forward.
on your toe.
What?
Some ideas. Maybe, buddy.
I got to see how he gets to
Before
this.
we get into some other sections, I'll just ask you this: if you want to see anybody specifically,
Still
put it in the
talking about
comments.
fucking guests.
Give me some ideas. Maybe even people that I've mentioned. If that's
So, all right.
Cool.
No.
Not cool.
Way better than not cool at all.
Dope.
Bro. No, worse.
Okay.
Didn't he say in the beginning?
Heck.
Didn't he say in the beginning of this show he had people begging to get on this podcast, and now he's asking the audience if you have anyone.
Oh
in mind
yeah. That's good pickup.
to tell.
Good pickup.
before we get into some other sections, I'll just ask you this: if you want to see anybody specifically, put it in the comments. Give me some ideas. Maybe even people that.
I thought you had people begging to be on this podcast, brother. I thought people were lining up outside the door to get on your fucking podcast, bro. What happened? Look at you. You fucking piece of fucking work, you. You piece of fucking filth underneath my shoe on a fucking Friday afternoon. Look at you. You piece of fucking...
You're going to give him the Friday?
Oh, I'm going to give him the Friday after all week of a hard day, dude.
All right. Let's get to the juicy
that I've
part.
mentioned. If that's really exciting to you, you can be like,
Yeah, put this person on. Then we'd be so freaking tank.
Is that what you think your fans sound like?
what do we have next?
What
You know,
the fuck?
the Amber Heard trial.
What's it say? Overheard in the trial of Amber Heard? All right, where's your docs, you fucking piece of work?
Piece of work.
Well, I don't want to call him a piece of shit yet, but I mean, I'm tiptoeing on that line.
You call him a
dude.
cuck.
I did call him a bait-ass, cuck-ass bitch. Oh, shit, man. Dude,
Maybe on the fucking
it's just
Fortnite
words,
field,
dude.
Bro.
Bro, it's just words. Words were never intended to hurt people. They're words, bro.
What's the good language if you don't say how you feel?
Exactly, dude. What's the point of fucking America and free speech if you can't say how you feel, man?
You are fake news.
Thank you, Donald. Let's get back into it. There's no fucking chapters or time codes.
Nothing to help us out here.
Nothing to help us out, so we're just going to kind of wing it, man. This is live. I mean, this is what you get when you get live podcasts, bro. Breaking fucking...
I could go for some fucking hummus.
Oh, shit.
So you've been keeping up with all the aftermath too, because we established that you were really into
All right,
it.
so he's
during
going to
the-
go into Amber Heard. Now, this is a fucking, classic example of, like, you have nothing to talk about. We see the fighter and the kid going to Amber Heard. We see fucking Joe Rogan going to Amber Heard.
They're not talking about calories and fucking
And again,
food and nutrition.
the podcast is called Haters Will Say. Well, you're some buff guy who fucking talks about weightlifting, yet the podcast haters will say, but you're talking about Amber Heard as well. Like, what am I getting out of this podcast? You know what I mean?
A
Like that.
smorgasbord of shit.
Pretty much.
Manipulative people will swap one thing out for the other and say something that's not true, but in order for you to rebut it, you have to go, wait, there's a small little thing. He gave a convincing performance in the context of a movie. But instead of saying that, you're saying he convinced the world, right? He gave a convincing performance in a piece of cinema. But that doesn't mean the same thing as convincing the world that he had scissors for his fingers, right?
I think one of the biggest critiques on this guy's podcast, Mark fucking whatever your name is, last name, haters will say, was that he reads a script, and every week he comes up with a script on that laptop. Well, it's on that laptop. I mean, you see him darting to that. His eyes are darting right to that laptop every time. Whenever he runs out of something to say, watch.
Well, I will go to his defense. It's just really him. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no, it is just him. But I mean, he's on Thick Boy, bro. I mean, they do have producers, writers, and everything like that. I mean, look, if it was up to this guy, his set wouldn't look like this at all. You know what I mean? He would be fucking, in his bed with no backgrounds, no designs, no set designs, no good mics, bro. You think this guy has enough money? So? I know so, dude. I
like
know
you're saying
people like
if
this, bro.
he just produced it himself?
If he did it himself, exactly, dude.
Okay, I thought you meant like if it was...
He's on Thick Boy, bro. Remember what I said in the beginning of all these shenanigans where that before we even jumped into this, new podcast that just dropped literally fucking 40 minutes ago, before we jumped into it, we said that he, would live and die by Brendan Schaub because Brendan Schaub showed him a life.
He gave him the show.
He gave him the show. He gave him the fucking entertainment. He gave him the job, the views, everything, dude, everything. So, if it's take Brendan Schaub out of the equation, what is this guy? He's just another guy. A doxer. He's another guy.
Not a boxer,
doxer. Not a doxer. A boxer.
No, other way around.
What'd I say?
You said not a doxer, a boxer.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
You know what I meant.
All right, let's get to the docs. Let's get to the docs.
It's 44 minutes, dude, and we're 8 minutes in here.
I'm trying to see it.
Where is it?
I want to know this guy's life story. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is important though to bring up his tells, the fact that he isn't just bro. Literally, what we're doing now. Do you see a fucking green screen or a fucking teleprompter in front of us?
Not yet.
Not yet. But you never know. We could be Andrew Schultz and fucking just completely go into a church basement with some fucking teleprompters, dude. You never know. Hey.
Or a classroom.
With some desks. But I mean, dude, this guy right here, you don't see us with teleprompters, is what I'm trying to say. You see this guy every fucking 2 seconds pushing back his hair behind his ears and looking to his fucking little MacBook Pro. All right, so we're 8 minutes in. We're going to see if Mark Hader is going to get into the doxing clip here. I mean, this is what this episode is called here. As you can see right there, I did a dox. I did a dox right there. I mean, that's fucking pathetic, but okay, we're going to go with it. So let's go with it. Mark Harvey, 7:45 in on the newest show. Let's jump into it.
But that doesn't mean the same thing as convincing the world that he had scissors for his fingers, right? So,
right.
I think
talking about Amber Heard
in that moment, you can see this pattern.
So there's nothing here.
Convenient pill that you can keep in your pocket.
Okay, now we have an ad. Okay, 9:35 in. He's gonna give us an ad with
Happy Hippo.
Happy Hippo.
20% off that shit.
Where are we at here? 10:14.
Recently, Mark, when you wear your Oak and Stone clothing, is it something you can exclusively pair with?
Probably another ad. I'd venture to guess, right? If you're a betting man, would you say ad or no ad? Right here. Look at his eyes.
I'm gonna say no ad.
No ad.
No ad.
Okay.
Jeans and boots or nice pants when you're going out to dinner.
Oh, it's definitely
on a date.
An ad.
Or maybe giving a TED
I guess
talk
we're
in
even.
front of thousands of adoring fans. Well, no, that's not the case. You see, it's summertime, and here I have on the gray short sleeve button.
That's an ad.
It fits these pythons perfectly.
And look, what a sad, puny man.
Dude, you do not like this
I
guy.
don't like him, dude. He reminds me of fucking the Lion from The Wizard of Oz. And you know what the Lion did to me?
Reminds me of Steven Tyler.
Oh, he reminded me if the Lion and Steven Tyler had fucked and had a kid,
They probably did fuck. Steven Tyler probably fucked the lion from Lion King.
this is what they would come out with. Look at this guy.
Simba.
I can't. Simba. Simba.
Perfectly. Size XL. Chances are it's going to fit you too. Whatever you think your size is, go ahead, order it. If it doesn't fit, send it back. Get a new one. Isn't it? It's nowadays.
So, pretty much where we're at here, we're 11 minutes in. Mark from The Fighter and the Kid also has his own podcast, Haters Will Say, is been threatening to dox a subredditor. The last 2 weeks here. This new podcast just dropped 40 minutes ago.
All I'm saying is you better get into the docs.
He better get into it, dude. This
after this ad, after the double ad, I'm pretty sure he showed off his fucking shorts too. You better get into it.
Dude, it's a 40-minute podcast, bro. We better see it quickly.
Let's go, buddy.
I better not wait until the last minute like the last one.
Probably will. Probably be like, oh, yeah, and by the way,
the docs is beep.
All right.
I think about what I wear because I get hot. It doesn't feel like you could.
So this is.
Oh my God, he's still going on.
Dude, these ads are ridiculous. These mineral ads.
Yeah. Get him. I'd rather see him in the beginning of the video. Get him out the fucking way with.
Well, what I just want to say is, so people don't think like we're fucking nuts just like watching ads here, is we're live reacting. We're trying to find the spot. Obviously this just dropped. I do my notes throughout the week, and this wasn't in the notes because it just dropped. But I just felt like that needed to be said.
That's fine.
Anyway.
In California, right now in June, pairing it with some tight little shorts, and I'm
Still
feeling
talking about it.
amazing. And you will too. Use code HELLA at
Still
checkout
talking
for
about the
10% off.
Hella.
I'm getting word that some people are going, they can see that you're
Man.
using my link, but then they see you're not using the checkout. Oh, I guess you don't like money. Okay, no, that's cool. Just if you like money and saving money on things, use code HELLA, HELLA, for 10% off.
Piece of fucking
Or
shit.
pay full price. The choice is yours. Maybe you like giving money to Oak and Stone,
Fuck
and I'm not going
you.
to stop you from
How about I say that? Fuck you, you piece of fucking filth. Trying to
Damn.
sell me fucking jeans.
Damn.
Fuck this guy, dude. I'm
All
getting
right, let's
sick
get
of
to
him.
the dots. Let's get to the dots
No, I'm
before we
just-
start
website,
punching shit.
Say what's up to Ricardo. You know what? Let's go back to Supful. I have some stuff I need to address.
Here we go. Here we go.
What are you waiting for?
I have some stuff I needed to address. What do you got to address, Mark?
Now, in the last few episodes, there was quite a controversy stirred by me making the claim that I would give somebody's public details.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna fucking do it.
You don't
He's
think-
not.
Just play
gonna
it,
do
play it.
He's not gonna do it, dude. He's
Play
not
it.
gonna do it.
A controversy
Watch,
stirred by
watch,
a few episodes. Let's
watch,
go back to
watch.
Supful. I have some stuff I need to address. Now,
Look at
in
his
the last
face.
few episodes,
Look at his fucking face.
there was quite
watch
a
out for the tell.
controversy stirred by me making the claim that I would give somebody's public
There's a tell.
details.
There's the tell.
Or I would make public somebody's life details, such as name, address, etc., workplace.
That's
Now-
exactly what you said.
Apparently, some people out there really didn't like that.
Oh, dude.
And
he's not
no
gonna
shit.
If
Fucking
you're watching
do it,
this
dude.
for the first time, I was speaking about it in the context of one of the top posters on Reddit. Which is a hate subreddit for the fighter and the
Whoa.
kid.
Is it? Did you just hear that? He said it was a hate.
I hate subreddit.
He was gonna say a hate subreddit,
That's what he said.
but he pulled it back. Watch.
Context of one of the top posters on Reddit.
It's a
Which is a hate subreddit for
like he
yeah, I see what you're saying.
you see what I mean? He pulled back. On it.
Yeah, but he still said it.
or the fighter and the kid specifically on that Reddit, right? So however many thousands of comments, however many hundreds of posts over the course of a few years.
Yo, we should
Now-
post this podcast in that subreddit.
Dude, we should. Yo, we actually should do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
All right, we're gonna do. All right.
Yeah, bet.
That promise alone, I didn't mention anybody specifically. And I
Oh,
guess
you
I
did.
That's-
we're-
you said the top.
And we're waiting now. Yeah, he said the top. Oh, I'm not gonna give him away, but we're waiting now. So now's your time to
Yeah,
shine.
he's
and then
folding,
He's
he's
folding like a
folding.
fucking bag of bricks, dude.
And they got us with the clickbait.
They did.
That the title's so click. All right, well, let's just see how this
I
unfolds.
just want to give myself credit for that because it's equivalent to saying people who came to my page after that, right? And I'll get into something even more extreme that happened after people just made a ruckus about me threatening to dox somebody. Now,
What do you
it's
mean?
like saying
what is
What is that?
threatening to dog you? We just watched And there's no air quotes. That's legit quotes.
That's literally what you said was going to happen.
You threatened to dox somebody.
And this is how we got here.
Yeah. All right.
But see, these guys will make you believe that you're fucking nuts. And they'll just, oh, dude, I never said that, bro. You're crazy. It's like, bro, I just literally watched it, bro. What are we talking about? If you say you're going to do something, fucking do it. And that's the thing, bro, with these guys, is they get away with murder. They could say one thing and do a completely other different thing, and 50,000 people will still watch it and applaud it. And that's why we're here today fucking, dishing out what we got to dish out, bro, because it's bullshit. Because if we did something like that, bro, we would be ridiculed, our feet would be held to the fire, and we would cease to ever fucking do what we ever did again, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll hold these guys to the fire.
Well, now, this This is the little guy holding the chopping block to the fire. Mark.
I'm going to kill
Talk to
somebody
me, Mark.
after this podcast, or I'm going to rob somebody after this podcast. If you're not making a threat against anybody specifically, what are you doing? You're like talking about a hypothetical crime against a non-existent person. I never mentioned any names. I didn't mention any handles or anything like that.
Yeah, so he's basically saying that, yeah, I threatened you, but you can't really do anything about it because I didn't say your name. That's all he's saying.
And he's saying that,
you can't touch me.
You can't touch me. I know who you are.
You know who I am.
You know who I am. What are you going to do?
And yeah, so is he going to dox? I think he's going to be a pussy.
He's 100% backing out.
Let's see it.
This is already confirmed. I can already confirm it.
Because
how does he unfold it? How does
any
he
sort of specific threat to anybody, and even using
because he's going to twist it to make him look good, no
an
matter
umbrella
what.
term that implies private details that one wouldn't want to get out into the world. Now, I'll give you an example of something that might be a little thought experiment for you. If I had a Reddit profile that was called Fark Marley, right? And then I also had a Twitter profile that was, Fark Marley. And on that Fark Marley Twitter profile, it said, owned by Mark Harley. And then I also had a Instagram page that was Mark Harley. And I had all the details of what I do for a living, where I publicly post about what I do for a living and the things that I do and where I work. And all that information is publicly available online and willingly put there in a social media platform designed to self-promote. Is discussing those details. If you went on, a podcast and said, oh my God, Fark Marley is Mark Harley, and he works at the place that he says on his Instagram. Is that doxing?
So he's trying to find the fucking loophole right here, dude. He's trying to find the loophole. So what he's saying is, right here in layman's terms, is it's not doxing if you do a little bit of research and you find this fucking Redditor's. He's a fucking pussy, dude. He finds this Redditor's Facebook page or Instagram page, and it says, you go to school here, in your About You and your info section on Facebook, it says where you work, your date of birth, fucking where you live, where you grew up from, where you live now currently. So what he's saying is it's not doxing, quote unquote, if you just stumble upon this information, dude. That's a fucking cowardice way out. That's a fucking bitch move right there, what we're watching.
Yeah. And then he's going to say, well, is that the definition of doxing? He literally said last week, I'm
doxing
give
somebody.
Out their whole life story.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy, dude. I'll challenge you right now to a fucking boxing match, you fucking scrawny piece of shit. You fat ass. You fucking loser. How's that? How's that, dude?
Let it ride.
The chopping block. Fucking piece of filth.
Is that illegal? Is that something that...
It should be.
I'm going to jail!
No, it really should be. It really should be illegal.
Well, when you do it on a wide scale like this.
Well, you're also reaching like fucking 100,000 people on a weekly basis. So, and it's like at that point, bro, when you draw the line of it being borderline stalking, is this not the pure definition of stalking in its purest form? Or am I fucking high?
Probably more harassment, but yeah.
Harassment, stalking, slash. Can I get a slash?
Yeah, I'll give you a slash.
Can I get a slash for 300, please? Thank you, Jim. You're a good guy. Thank you. Shall we continue on with the clip? Let's get into it.
That you think is any worse than, for example, calling somebody's sponsors on a podcast, sending harassing messages to somebody on Instagram or on Twitter or to their email or, leaving anonymous threats on the voicemail of somebody's mom. All these different things.
Leave an anonymous voicemail on, someone's mom.
Is that what they're trying to say that the guy did?
The subredditor?
Yeah, that will not be named.
I hope so, dude. Imagine that. I would love to have Brendan Schaub's mom's number and just leave fucking hate mail on her.
Have you checked the Schwab? Have you checked
the Gringo Poppy Shibu, you new coin, you fucking piece of shit. Shit, dude.
All right. What else?
This is amazing, by the way. Let me just point that out.
If you're part of the Fighter and the Kid subreddit and condone those types of activities by continuing to participate in the subreddit and don't seem to have an issue with it or have never taken a stand against that type of behavior except in the context of saying, don't make it known that you're doing that because the subreddit might get shut down, and then suddenly you care about a discussion of giving out details that are already public to the public because you consider that doxing, I think you're a hypocrite. And I also think you're naive. And I also think you don't know how language works. And I think if you actually think that I committed a crime.
So he is right. He is right. You can, if your information is public on social media, you can't get mad at someone for putting it out there. What's weird about the whole thing, just because he's right doesn't make him, I guess, morally correct in this situation. It's one thing to put your, information out there on Facebook and other social media platforms. But it's a completely other thing when someone with a reach of 100,000 plus people on a weekly basis pulls that information and then goes ahead and blasts that across all of their fucking social media platforms. That isn't right in the situation. You work for Brendan Schaub. Again, Brendan Schaub in Joe Rogan's circle, been on the Joe Rogan podcast, on a podcast now on 18 different podcasts that each get plus, over 50,000 plus views on a weekly basis, is going to go ahead and blast this all across social media. That doesn't make it right. You should walk the higher ground here, dude. This should be fucking irrelevant to you. You're supposed to be having conversations with fucking people that are just so beyond this level. You don't even know what the little guy's doing at this point. But the fact that Ben Pixels has to copyright strike us because we talk a little shit on Brendan Schaub, or, the simple fact that Mark Harley has to go out of his way to, search some subredditor's Facebook about section and blast it on his social media, knows that we're winning the war, dude. That should tell you everything, that we are entrenched and we are winning the war of comments and of post and of shit posting. And it's not even shit posting, dude. It's pointing the things out that are shitty about these people. So I guess in a way it is shit posting, but in every sense, man, it's true. Everything that these guys do is fucking just asinine. And we point it out. That's simply all we're doing. It's not like we're, some people might go a little above and beyond, but whatever, man. It's online, dude. It's fucking, grow a set of balls, bro. This is what you signed up for. You know what it's about. You can't cry, fucking sad mouth when someone, comes at you the wrong way. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're supposed to be a comic. You're supposed to have fucking thick skin. So grow the fuck up. How's that?
I like it.
By
so let's get back
threatening
into the clip.
to dox somebody, which I didn't, then, maybe you have some research to do into the law. Maybe you're not an attorney, right? I had somebody claiming they were an attorney. And this is after this happened, which I'm about to go into. An interesting little thing happened. The mere discussion of somebody who I didn't name by name, or I didn't name by handle, prompted one of the subreddit's top users to delete their own profile. A prolific poster indeed. Now, what would make that poster do that? I don't know. Maybe they had something incriminating in what they posted that they felt like they didn't want exposed, or they didn't want to bring any attention to this. Maybe they felt like this was going to be a reference to them, and therefore, or maybe they just deleted their profile out of nowhere coincidentally. But in that person's absence, another fake or a profile that was potentially fake or potentially the same person, I don't know, but The username was MC Spitfire or Mick Spitfire, but I assume MC.
Mick Spitfire. There it is. It's confirmed. Mick fucking Spit,
There he
dude.
goes. Now he's dropping handles.
Mickey Spitz, dude. That's what I call him.
McSpitch.
Mickey Spitz, confirmed, as we just seen on Comedy Enforcement. You know, Comedy Enforcement, if you remember, was saying that he was unconfirmed, that this was actually, this was just all alleged. Well, now it's confirmed. Mickety Splits.
Spitfire.
Or Lickety Split Fire.
They shut down their own account, right? This was one of the top posters on Reddit, on the subreddit. After that, somebody with a different username that referenced MC Spitfire in the username said, "This is MC Spitfire. I've shut down my account and erased it completely. Here's a video of me doing that, like a screen recording of me shutting down my account. And then furthermore, I just wanted to let everyone know, yes, it's true. Mark Harley has doxed me." And the quote was, he did it on the King and the Sting Patreon pit. I don't even know what that means. There is no Patreon pit. I've never heard that term in my life, so it was news to me to read that and see that somebody made up a term to describe the place that I doxed someone, quote unquote. And they made reference, this post made reference to people harassing him at work. This people, you know, made reference to difficulties that they've encountered. They made reference to contacting a lawyer to tell me or to say that, you know, I was going to be criminally charged. This person made reference to the case being a slam dunk and telling me that I was totally effed, which I get to laugh at because I go, yeah, that didn't happen. Now, it turns out, though, a lot of people on the subreddit seem to be very willing to believe anything without any corroborating evidence. Now, normally you'd say, like, oh, cool, what episode was that? Where can I find that? Let's see a screenshot of him writing it. Let's see a screen recording or a video clip of Mark saying the thing that you said he said before I take further action on that. Blah.
So that's one thing I do want to point out. If you're going to shit talk somebody online, if you're going to come at them, you know, with whatever you're going to come at them with, however you do it, you could do it in whichever way you want to do it. But however you do it, you just got to make sure you're not, you know, completely falling out of line of what they're saying. You got to kind of keep it in some sort of context. You can't come out of left field with something and be like, this guy's fucking, you know, a pedophile or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Proof.
You have to have something. So what he's saying is that, you know, essentially these guys had no proof. You know, the people that were, you know, talking shit and saying they were going to bring him down on the subreddit, you know, Lickety Split or Lickety Splitfire, whatever the fuck his name is. MC Spitfire. And, you know, they were going to bring him down. They have a bomb-ass lawyer and all this shit. But, you know, they were kind of just fabricated stories. And Mark kind of seen through that. And, you know, it's unfortunate to say, but Mark has more viewers than these guys on the subreddit. So it's going to be Mark victorious, you know, 9.99% of the time. You know, it takes people like us and other people to come out and point out what else he's doing to give him that bad reputation. So, yeah, pretty much what I'm saying is just come at him with, you know, a little bit more stronger of a case.
Yeah. And I mean, plus, even if this guy had a legitimate case, you never know. His lawyer could be like, don't post any of our evidence online.
Right. Well,
don't, because, you know what I
right,
mean? If you have evidence and stuff, you don't want to give that to them where they can then put something in defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, you really have no idea. Like, could this be a bunch of bullshit? Yeah.
For sure.
So, I mean, I do, but just because he didn't post hardcore proof and he just posted that update doesn't mean that he doesn't have any evidence.
Right. Yeah, so I guess let's see how this is going to end up. You know, this is awesome. You know, that we this just kind of fell in our laps here.
Yeah.
So-
Definitely a different direction
yeah.
of the show.
Definitely. But this is why we do it live, man. This is why we play the fucking game. All right, haters will say Mark Harley. Subfool haters will is the segment. Will something it says will say. Subfool haters will say is the segment name. Mark Harley. Let us know why the haters are getting under your skin.
That doesn't exist because it didn't happen. Now, that didn't stop hundreds of people from coming to my page and harassing me.
Oh, he's going to go this route. Okay.
DMs in the comments, more posts about it, spurring YouTube videos talking about me.
Like what we're doing right now, you motherfucker. I love that.
Somebody, and I've already done it, and this is going to be the end of the Thick Boy YouTube channel. It's going to be the end of my show.
Yes, end of the Thick Boy YouTube channel.
Bring him down.
That's what we want. Bring him down.
Patriarchy.
Chop and block. Hey, there it is.
It's going to be the end of the entire Thick Boy empire because Mark doxed somebody. Something that didn't happen, right? So, it was very funny and satisfying for me to see them slowly start to realize this. As a few people going, oh, wait. So he's saying on his page, because I'd respond to a few people like, I didn't do that. Or do you mind telling me where that happened? Because they would come on my page like, you're going to jail.
Yes. Wait. 1 second. Oh, wait, I muted it.
Happened.
Wait.
Because they would come on my page like, you're going to jail.
I'm going to jail!
You piece of fucking filth. I hope you do rot the rest of your days in prison. Metaphysically, metaphorically, theoretically.
Mentally.
I hope you rot your rest of your days in prison. You fucking... Look at that. What a fucking sick pup you are. You got everything that's coming to you, you fucking Mark Harley haters will hate piece of shit.
Oh, you better watch your back in real life. Making threats to me.
That's pretty insane when online talk comes into real life. That I will kind of say that's pretty ridiculous. But anything short of that, it's free game.
My physical safety in real life.
That's a tell right there.
Not going to intimidate me because, of course, they're not going to do anything. But if you're concerned about doxing, but then you're going to make threats about something that didn't happen, based on a defamation. Right? Because that's what it is. If you're telling me Mark Harley committed a crime in real life and I'm getting a lawyer to sue him and he's totally effed. Well, that's not true. And the person posting it knows it's not true because they had no evidence of that, obviously, and made it up out of thin air. But it's very affirming to see that so many hundreds of people on the subreddit, they're willing to believe anything. It's naive. And I think that's a sort of microcosm for how they behave in general.
Let me pose a question. If there's 100+ people saying one thing, but there's one guy saying another thing, what is the more likely of the situation? Well, who's telling the truth? The 100+ people that are saying the same thing or the one guy going against the grain?
I mean, I don't really know who's telling the truth, but I think it just kind of... I don't know. I think people are just kind of fed up with this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, well, 100%. 100%.
So I think people are just willing to jump on they don't like them, so I mean they're willing to jump on anything to say fuck them because it's they know they're, you know what I mean, they know they're fucked up, but they jump through these little loopholes and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But I think if something is a lie, dude, it kind of phases out and fizzles out. You know what I mean? But if something can kind of hold true, and people can kind of see it, like that doesn't have to be an allegation of like this guy says he only eats once a day, but really he eats twice a day. It doesn't have to be like something to that extreme. But if it's like certain things over the course of time, like for instance, all right, so people are begging to be on my podcast, and that's not true. And a certain amount of those instances start to add up. People are going to call that out, and that's not going to kind of go away because it's true. He's saying that, and people are seeing that on a weekly basis. The fact that he's just bullshitting, essentially, just to make himself and pat his ego, make himself look good.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it was a lie, people would look right past it and be like, all right, well, this doesn't even hold anything. This holds no weight. This is very irrelevant. So we're going to move on. You know how fleeting the internet is, dude. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
Right? So if something...
People forget it. People forget quick.
They forget quick, but they will remember if something is worth remembering.
Yeah.
So...
Goes both ways.
It goes both ways. So that's all I'm saying is that, the scale, the lies that he's telling isn't on a small scale and isn't, completely fabricated. I mean, there's definitely Probably from both sides. There's truth and fiction on both sides. I'd probably say.
Yeah, I agree.
Conclusion with that. Let's get through the rest of this clip, though. I don't know where this is going to take us, man. This has been a left turn. We still got some Logan Paul coverage coming up, and we have Mark Norman and Sam Morril coming back on today's show with Ari Shaffir and Joe List, comic turned sandwich maker. Joe List going to be debuting on the show. So, yeah, we have 2 more podcasts after this, but let's get through the rest of Mark Harley. From Haters Will Say.
And I guess the it was just funny for me to see them realize this. Have the mods have to take it down, back off, and then see some of these conspiracy theories come up. Like, I think Mark wrote the post himself and put it out there so that we'd attack him. It's like, oh, you're thinking way too many steps ahead. Like, if you're bamboozled that easily, and then you're coming up with this elaborate concoctive scheme to still make.
Did you see the tell?
Yeah.
Boozled that easily, and then you're coming up with this elaborate
Dude, we got him, bro. We got him. Mark. Your tell is one of a female. Putting your hair behind your ears doesn't make you any more of a man than the next one, than the next subredditor. Lickety Split or Lickety Split Flyer, whatever the fuck his name is.
MC
Lickety MC Mark, you store bitch. I'm being very vulgar tonight, am I?
Yeah, very.
No. Well, oh well. What are you gonna do?
concoctive scheme to still make me the villain in this. Take a step back from the internet. Take a deep breath.
Whoa.
Calm down. Think about life. Touch grass, as the Gen Zers say. Because maybe you're just naive and stupid.
Whoa!
Just something to think about. Maybe you need to look into things and maybe form your own opinions or ask for evidence of the things that people claim are true before you go harassing people on the internet. Just a suggestion. Okay? Can we put that to rest? Casey, do you have anything to add?
Nope.
All right. Then we can get on.
So he didn't dox. I've heard enough of this guy for tonight.
Well, that's it, man. That's all we're gonna get from Mark Harley. Is I'm gonna pour you up a bomb. You don't want a bomb?
No, I'm good.
Oh, all right. I'll just pour you up a shot.
Not out of the fucking cocoa nut.
Yeah. So, man, Mark Harley did not dox. That's kind of disappointing, but it's pretty interesting, man. He's kind of telling his subredditors to get off the internet. We don't belong is essentially what he's saying.
And we will be on the subreddit after this, apparently.
Oh, we will be on the subreddit, man. We got to look into that for sure. But Mark, man, he's not off the hook. Obviously, calling us stupid, calling us fucking morons, naive and dumb. Get off the internet. I mean, those are fucking fighting words, dude. If you ask me.
Yeah, you already wanted to fight him, so.
Well, let's set that up, dude. I'll box this motherfucker. I'll box him. Give me 2 weeks. That's all I need. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna have you run on up the hill and hustle.
Dude, yeah. We watched that movie last night, bro. That was it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one way or the other.
All right. What else we got?
So that's ladies and gentlemen.
Get this guy off the chopping block.
Get this guy off the chopping block. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Harley from Haters Will Say. Brandon's not amused on that one.
Nope. Still don't like the name.
What's up, B? Am I losing your interest on this one?
Yeah. Well, not you, but I mean, he's just.
Well, we had to cover it. I mean, it dropped. You know what I mean? So.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think we've given this guy enough time.
Yeah, well, dude, this was definitely an over segment. You know what I mean? It wasn't supposed to go this long, and he fucking.
No, I know.
But it's what
I'm just saying. He's a chump.
Well, yeah. It doesn't take a
chimp to realize.
A chimp to realize a chump, dude. Yeah. All right, so we did have Bert Kreischer. We had Kevin Ryan and H. Foley on the Bert Kreischer podcast. We can cover that. We can go right into Logan Paul, man. I mean, we're already about 2.5 hours in. We can jump in because that's a 3-hour podcast and it's a lot to get into. I know you didn't watch it. I watched it this past week, man, and it's fucking pretty appalling.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, maybe we should give that our full attention. You think?
And then on the back end, to kind of close up, we can do a little Mark Norman, Sam Morril. kind of keep Bert Kreischer. Listen, Bert Kreischer's on Xanax. We all know this.
He's gonna be nodding out sooner than later.
Well, just like Brendan Schaub, he'll be on our highlight reel, week in and week out. You know what I mean? It's just you can't. Someone like that, you can't keep your eyes off of him. Not in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let's see what Impulse has to offer.
Well, it's Flagrant 2.
Flagrant 2.
Flagrant 2, so let's come out of this. So first, before we get into Flagrant 2, let's jump into our shot.
Oh, yeah.
Mazel tov, everyone. We are the 2.5 hour mark on this Thursday, June 16th. Thank you for everyone for joining in, everyone watching this video back. Share it out to your friends. Like, subscribe to the channel. Do what you got to do. I'm not here to collect any money off of anybody. I'm here to just drink, have a good time, and talk shit on some fucking people that deserve to be talked shit against. Shitted on. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, pour up one, smoke one. Mazel tov.
From my family to yours, mazel tov. Beautiful.
All right, so we were talking earlier on today's show about inflation, and this podcast, man, you never know what you're gonna get, but
Never know.
It's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be relevant. But we were talking about inflation and Fauci and government, Ebola, and monkeypox and all that good shit. Did you guys see what Jake Paul had to say about Joe Biden, kind of causing a stir?
Is he trying to box him? Try to get him on Thrill?
Yeah, dude, imagine that. I would actually pay a great deal of money to watch that.
Or have a little Joe Biden versus Donald A. Trump?
Well, that I would pay. I'd give my left kidney to go see that, dude. I do think Trump takes him the distance. Joe Biden does not know where.
I'd put money on that fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Why don't, instead of elections, we just have fucking Trilla fights?
Well, dude, honestly, bro, I honestly always thought that instead of elections, they should just have, you run into problems this way, but I always thought they should have a one-on-one boxing match, and whoever won got to become the president. But you run into an issue is where you run into the issue is the strongest man can fucking just essentially take over. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why both parties would get their strongest men together.
True. It'd be like a
and
tournament.
exactly. So like they would have to fight it out amongst multiple opponents to see who can. It's not just about who's the strongest. It's about who's the most.
Who's got it?
What's the word I'm looking for? Who is the most like triumphant or
most athletic?
I was gonna say most like whoever can overcome the most
adversity.
Yeah, adversity.
Sounds good, dude. But
so what do you have to say about old Sleepy Joe?
Old Sleepy Joe.
I got hairy legs.
I don't even have that soundbite anymore. You know what soundbite took place of that?
I'm going to jail.
I think that soundbite is way better than I have hairy legs.
I'd agree.
Jake Paul coming out against Joe Biden. People are mad at both Paul brothers this week because Jake Paul coming out against Joe Biden, and Logan Paul coming out against what's his name? What's his name from? I just said it earlier, dude. Zayn from One Direction.
Yeah, I think so.
One Direction. So both Paul brothers on the chopping block this week. Jake Paul coming out against Joe Biden. And this is a tweet from Sir Jake himself. It says, Biden's accomplishments. 1, highest gas prices of all time. Worst inflation. Plummeting crypto prices. Highest rent prices ever. Created new incomprehensible language. If you're reading this and voted for Biden and you still don't regret it, then you are the American problem. It says right underneath, Dynamite, Dubois is a beast. Congrats, champ. Okay, so that's really nothing right there. So Jake Paul kind of shitting on Biden right there.
Getting real political.
Getting super political. And then Jake Paul again, my generation, left or right, agree with me. We need the president of our country to do better. Young voters who helped Biden to victory are a big, weak spot in the Democratic coalition. Only 28% of the youngest Democrats strongly approve of Biden's job. Performance down 31 points since he took office. And then it goes on to Biden accomplishments, what I just read. So, Jake Paul kind of coming out against Joe Biden. And to, what I have to say, man, to that is, these guys, they voted for this, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't calling it out then. Now it's affecting their bottom dollar, and crypto prices are crashing, and fucking their investments are taking a dump, and fucking just everything. It's just, everything is much more expensive, dude. It's just the reality of everything. And now these guys are starting to wake up and say, oh shit, dude, like, this is kind of fucking me up. Now is the time they're going to come out and say something. It's like, bro, where were you 2 years ago?
Well, yeah, I feel like they're all getting paid off by the Republican Party. I think it's all just some propaganda, my opinion.
Well, it very well it could be, sure. I mean, it's just one big game, dude.
Exactly.
It's one big show.
It doesn't end.
It doesn't end.
24/7.
It's all about the fucking bag for all of them. But, what I will say, though, dude, is, despite how you might feel about Joe Biden or Trump or whatever, man, it has taken a toll on a lot of people. A lot of people's bottom lines, a lot of people's bottom dollar, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, you have to really be earning like $100,000 to just be, okay anymore. You know what I mean? It's like back then, dude, and I don't want to sound like some fucking old dinosaur, but it's like you needed like fucking $40K a year and you were smooth. Like you could own 2 houses, 2 cars for the fucking wife and yourself, and you could put your kids through private school on $40,000 a year. Now it's like, bro, you can barely buy a loaf of bread for $40,000 a year, like every week.
Yeah.
No, it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
We've gotten to that point. So,
well, if the wages go up, fucking salaries should go up. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. If
wages.
If the prices go up, man, see, that's the thing. When people want to, say, pay minimum wage $20 an hour, or $15 an hour, or whatever it is, it's like, yeah, they're paying that now, bro, but it doesn't make a difference because, minimum wage went up, but the price of fucking macaroni and cheese also went up fucking 150%.
No.
So it evens itself out. My point being is that it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a political scholar to look at, this whole situation and, come to a conclusion that no matter which way you chop it up, left, right, center, fucking up, down, we're in the shitter, bro. And this is a tough time for a lot of people, man. So, we just want what's, I guess, best for everybody. We don't want, bro, I mean, just a couple years ago, gas prices were fucking $1 some change. People were fucking, making an honest day's worth of pay and making it stretch. Now it's, it's tough, bro. It's tough.
But they're not on the chopping block.
They're not on the chopping block. Logan Paul is on the chopping block.
For what reasons?
So, he made some comments on the Flagrant podcast about Zayn from One Direction. So, the hashtag going around right now is Logan Paul. What's it say right here? Logan Paul is over party. So this is just the call for Logan Paul's cancellation here. But Logan Paul was on the Flagrant podcast, formerly known as Flagrant 2. Logan Paul is going to get on here, and obviously we all know that Logan Paul is, someone who's expressed that he's wanted to run for president. Somebody who kind of just tries to do everything perfect, and is one of those guys that we talk about on a weekly basis that, just wants everyone to like them, like him. And we all know that's not the case, bro. You can't get everyone to like you. Like, no matter how good you are at something or what you do, not everyone's going to like what you do and how you do it. You're always going to have naysayers and critics and people, on the contrary of everything. So we're going to watch Logan Paul on Flagrant. And he's going to kind of just make a fool of himself, dude. What I will say, though, is we talked about this last week with, Joe Rogan and Alex Jones. When they're on other people's podcasts, they're a lot more relaxed. And that's what I will give Logan on this. He had his guard down, but I think that came back and bit him in the ass because he got too stoned, had a couple, Manhattans with Andrew Schultz. And Schultz, to his credit, man, I originally came on this show kind of wanting to look at the flaws in Schultz. But the more and more I watch Schultz's podcast, is, he actually, I hate to say it, man, but he asks some tough questions. And he puts the, guest in difficult situations. So Logan Paul is going to get himself into a jam here. He's going to make himself look like a fool. And the whole time, Andrew Schultz's co-host, Al, and Logan Paul are going to have an internal riff. And it's very subtle, but you're going to be able to pick it up here on tonight's program. I'm going to break it down for you guys.
Let's see it.
So let's jump into it. Logan Paul, roast Mayweather, and toast KSI. This is on Flagrant. Let's jump into it. Logan Paul, Andrew Schultz. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? I bet you're thinking, what's Johnny from Cobra Kai doing opening Flagrant? Well, I'm not Johnny. I'm Logan Paul, the real Maverick, the crown prick of Pokemon, and the most hated man in wrestling. The only Paul that gets dragged more is Rue. Akash got a new chair, so Schultz is out grabbing him a booster, which is something Mark and Alex still refuse to get. So let's get into it. Floyd Mayweather, you punch-drunk idiot. Read my lips. Oh, wait, you can't. Where's my money, bitch? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS? You can't dodge taxes like you do punches, dummy. Floyd, how can you call yourself the GOAT? You couldn't even finish me. What am I, high school? Your punches are softer than the pillow Conor McGregor makes Dylan bite. That's right. You're up next, Dylan Dennis. Question, what the fuck is up with your face, man? You look like a diabetic Count Chocula. You haven't fought in 3 years, okay? There are puppies and Sarah McLachlan commercials with more cage time than you. In the arms of an angel. A perfect description of Dylan getting choked out by that bouncer. And you know Dylan's also a bouncer. On Conor McGregor's dick. Anyways, it's time to start the show. Let's give it up for the boys.
Hey, my man.
What's up, bro? Yo, you killed that shit.
Yeah, you sure?
Well done. What's up, everybody? You already know who we're here with. Logan Paul is in the motherfucking building. Thank you so much for coming through, my man. How much does Floyd Mayweather own you?
Yeah.
How much does he own you? How much? Can you tell us how much?
Starting off
Oh,
strong.
they all got
huh?
his drink, too.
What's up?
They all have his drink.
Oh, yeah. Logan brought his drink to promote.
As always.
As always.
Millions.
Like
We're just watching the intro here to see how this show is being set up.
over 5?
No, I don't think so.
Over 2?
Probably just under 5, over 2. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like enough for me to, like, pay me my fucking money.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
How can he do that? I don't understand. Like, it's not held in escrow or some shit?
okay, all right. Floyd Mayweather has been boxing forever. He knows how to allocate money really conveniently to
So this is very telling. Logan is going to try to throw Floyd Mayweather, out of all people, under the
On
bus.
the chopping block.
On the chopping block, man. There it is.
make it look like it's an expense. He knows how to do under-the-table deals, cash deals, using my name and likeness without telling me he's using my name and likeness. He's actually being sued for it. There's a lawsuit actually in this state, New York, happening right now. He's being sued for... He took, I think, $10 million cash under the table, or something with like ticketing or something. And
I heard about it. He sold the rights.
He sold
to like Qatar or some shit like that.
Yeah. Where's my fucking cut?
Yeah, because you're getting a percentage.
You use me. Like,
yeah.
And so to finish what I was saying is,
are you his slave? Is that like that's what this was?
Yeah.
Reparations. Yeah, that might be a lot, bro. You might have to take that.
He just got it.
Okay. Now, if you're telling me to chalk it up, I'll take it.
So let's just continue watch this intro here. See how it set this up.
I looked at him. Whatever you say.
He thought about the presidency real quick. He's like,
Nah, dude, he thinks he can do what he wants because I'm new to the boxing game.
Yeah.
We'll see you in court, bucko.
Wow.
But that's the fucked up thing is you could end up spending $2 million in court, $4 million in court, and then I guess maybe he would still have to pay the dude.
That is the fucked up thing. I don't know, dude. Like,
All right, so let's get into our first clip here. We watched the intro to see how this is unfolding, and it's pretty much an average podcast. Minus the set here of Andrew Schultz. This is probably one of the better podcasts. I say that begrudgingly, but minus the set, it just doesn't feel like a podcast anymore. It just feels like a fucking talk show. You know what I mean? And we talked about this last week, but I just figured I'd bring that up again. If this was more in podcast form, I feel like this show would be fucking one of the top shows on YouTube. So let's go into 11:43. Logan is not comfortable, and this is Al, the co-host, challenging Logan for the first time.
Is where he's most dangerous. Like the jujitsu shit, you got to legit worry about.
Who, Dylan?
Dylan, yeah.
100%. I agree. He's one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world. Actually, here in New York one time, because, Dylan, me and Jake have been all, like, kind of beefing for some time.
Yeah.
We were at a party. This was when Dylan was on crutches, and one of his boys pulled a gun on Mike.
What?
Legit.
You snitching, bro.
So there's Al right there. This is so we have Al right here. We have Mark right here. Mark is going to kind of play buddy with Logan the whole time.
Good
Al,
cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop.
oh yeah, good cop, bad cop. So Mark is going to be playing the good cop. Al's going to be kind of playing the dickhead, bad cop. So let's watch it. Al calling him out after Mike. Logan describing a story about how Mike got a gun pulled on him. And Al's just going to call him out. Al's from Brooklyn. And, he doesn't play that snitching shit. So he's going to call him out for it. Every time. You start snitching, you're going to run across Al in a dark alleyway. And he's going to be like, bro, why are you snitching?
Yeah.
What? Legit.
You snitching, bro.
No, this is good. This is good.
Keep going.
Keep going. This is great. Hold on.
And look at Schultz is trying to, bait Logan to just kind of give in, Logan. Fucking no holds barred. You're not on your show. Let loose. Keep in mind, Logan is going to be running for president one day. I mean, that's probably going to be a reality of ours. And, we're going to look back on this podcast and be like, well,
Don't vote for him.
Don't vote for him. This was the reason why Logan Paul shouldn't be our president.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump ahead here. 1647, and Logan is still fuming over the Floyd Money Mayweather loss. Now, I'm not sure what you think about that, B. I'm not sure if you had any money tied up in that fight.
Nah.
But, Logan seems to think that he got like 7 rounds on Floyd. And we're going to find out.
I think they went the distance, but like.
No, well, they did go the distance, but Logan feels like he got more rounds than what he was credited for.
Oh, well.
And we're going to watch Al kind of.
Floyd Mayweather is like 10 times smaller than him.
Sure. Yeah. Well,
It definitely wasn't a fair fight.
Well, I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that up.
There was no knockout clause, and Floyd definitely knocked him out and held him up.
Rung his bell. I'm glad you brought that up because, no one seems to talk about anywhere on podcasts, on radio shows, on boxing TV. Like, no one seems to talk about fucking the height and the weight disadvantage that Floyd had to Logan. And the fact that Logan didn't, run laps around Floyd should tell you everything. Now, the excuse is, well, Floyd's the best boxer. And, sure, he is. He was undefeated, all that good stuff. We all know Floyd Mayweather's resume. But Logan Paul, I mean, dude, the kid's like 6'4", 6'5", plus 200 pounds. Floyd Mayweather is half that size, dude. I mean, there should be no reason why, Floyd has any business going the distance with that. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if it was an actual fighter, it
would
never happen.
It would be a completely different ballgame. We're actually going to watch though the cast of Flagrant call that out.
Let's see it.
I heard this on the screen.
I'm not leaving until he says I won 2 rounds against him.
You're gonna be.
All he wants is 2 rounds. All he needs is 2 rounds.
You started with 3. Now we negotiated.
I was like fucking Pawn Stars over.
I'll give
It's
you
like,
1 in a possible.
I have to rewatch it now.
Yeah, you do.
Like I'm like, yo.
So yeah, you do.
Fuck that.
nah, Jake's the fucking goat for that shit, bro. You beat Floyd Mayweather immediately after. Did you see the greatest thing I ever seen? Even you didn't believe it. You were like,
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
So we have that clip. We got to go to 1853. The shit talking on Floyd Mayweather continues. 1853. I just had it. Boom.
So does Floyd not hit hard? Really? Was that the biggest surprise?
No, the biggest surprise was how slow he was.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he in the first round he threw a couple punches that I saw, and when I saw them and moved, I went, "Oh fuck."
Well, you should, Logan. I mean, Floyd Mayweather's in his like mid-40s. You're 27 years old.
Yeah.
You know, like what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
We're gonna jump to 1948. This is the first mention of Logan actually being bigger than Floyd.
Let's hear it.
1948, man. Get excited for this one. Everyone get up, have a stretch. You want to get up? You want to have a stretch?
I'm good.
Get up, let's have a stretch.
I can't really. I mean, I can stand, but I can't really stretch.
Have a stretch. Loosen up. This podcast is going to be very revealing.
Let's see it.
This
I'm
is gonna
ready
make
for
your
it.
fucking head spin.
I'm ready for it.
1940, what did I say? 1948. That's a good year, too.
Yeah, John Legend was born.
A lot of good things happened in 1940. It was post-World War II.
Yeah, Post Malone was born.
Post Malone. Grandfather was born, probably.
Yeah. And he was in the war.
Yeah, that he was. Let's jump back into it. 1948. The first mention of Logan actually being bigger than Floyd Mayweather. This is the first time I've ever heard this on a podcast, and that should tell you everything right there. Right?
It tells me everything.
Besides us talking about it on this podcast, when's the last time you heard someone actually saying, well, Logan, you're actually bigger than Floyd, so that might have taken...
Probably just this podcast.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
So when you landed, and I think the fight kind of changed a little bit after that because he was starting to take some chances because he's got to take some chances to get in on you. You're a bigger guy, and then you hit him with that overhand
You're a bigger
right,
guy.
and I saw like his confidence change.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't just hop in there and exchange with him.
Well, because dude, I'm like, okay, I'm a much bigger guy. I was 30 pounds heavier when I fought him than him when I fought him. So like, you know, as good as you are, eventually me leaning on him and like continuing to use my length, right? He went back to his corner one time and he said it's hard to hit him with a jab. And I remember just being amazed that Floyd Mayweather was saying that I was hard to hit with the jab. And like,
you could hear him in his corner?
Afterwards.
Oh,
The
okay.
replay. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. It never should have happened, but it happens.
Do you know I think you got that fight because Mayweather confused you two? I really think Jake beat up Nate, and he thought you were Jake. I swear to God.
So this is the Al and Logan
Rift.
Continue drama. I mean, right there, we just watched it. I didn't even have to say it, and you picked it right up on that. I'm glad you did, B. Let's go back. Listen to what you have to say again.
Crazy, bro. It never should have
Listen to Al.
happened, but it happens.
Do you know I think you got that fight because Mayweather confused you two?
That's pretty insulting.
I really think Jake beat up Nate, and he thought you were Jake. I swear to God. And Floyd was getting retribution.
Al is admitting something right now that a lot of black people don't admit, which is all white people look the same and are the same.
I'm telling you,
he's being racist.
It's fine.
But you can talk about his clothing if you want, because that's often what we do on this show.
It's fine.
And you can just make fun of him.
But that didn't crush your mind at all?
Huh?
Is this question bad?
And look at Logan, dude. I mean, you could just tell he's very uncomfortable. I mean, just, you know, his body language is very tight right now.
Yeah.
Very, conserved.
What else you got?
We got 23 minutes to 29:50. Logan is being confused. So let's see how this is set up.
I would assume he gets confused a lot.
Oh, yeah. Blonde kid from Ohio. Confused a lot.
Bro.
3 comedians I gotta fucking
That's
go
tricky.
against.
Yeah, but he's also an asshole, and he makes fun of everybody. He goes really hard.
This is also Andrew's uncomfortable. Logan gets uncomfortable quick. It's just the whole thing is very uncomfortable. Just watch.
Okay.
This is gonna tell you a lot right here in the next 6 minutes.
Worst of all.
We're just gonna breeze right through this one. I'm not gonna pause it. I want you to pick up on this.
Okay.
He's a mean person.
That's good.
Yeah, he's a
Now, Logan, is it public knowledge that you're in a relationship, or is that private? Mark it, cut it. Okay, but I don't know these things.
This is what happens out here.
Logan, I don't know these things.
No, it's,
okay,
He's ruined like
Who
3
knows?
of my relationships.
Who knows? 3?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta stop.
Yeah. cut it.
This one I think has real promise.
No, we'll cut it.
You don't have to cut it.
Listen.
But I don't want to dive in just yet.
Okay, we're not going to dive.
Did I ruin your show?
Not at all. We'll talk about past relationships. So I was
That's even worse.
I was looking.
So bad.
No, I was looking at your resume. Your resume is very impressive.
Starting 5?
I mean, no, your starting 5 is very impressive. I mean this objectively. Like yeah. Who smokes the yogurt thrower the best?
Logan looking very uncomfortable, as you can tell.
I'm kind of uncomfortable.
Who smokes the yogurt the best?
Yogurt thrower.
Objectively, but just out of like a pure talent and skill.
Did you have sugar before this?
Yeah.
I'm like, Brad, I don't know what's going on today, bro.
Yo, drink Prime.
Drink Prime.
Yeah.
Drink Prime.
2 grams. 2 grams of sugar.
This is who drank Prime the best. Like, who is
Logan. Listen,
cracking
Mr.
himself
President.
up.
Mr. President.
He's good. Mr. President.
They always do.
Objectively, who had the God-given?
And we can't stand, you know.
Well, we
these-
said no pause. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but what I remember last week, bro, we were like, dude, these guys just laugh just to laugh.
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
kind of just another testament to
It's
that.
very annoying. I mean, imagine like being on the road, like trying to listen to this podcast, and all like that's all you heard was just the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
No.
Given talent.
But yeah, this just keep watching because this is very an awkward moment for Logan. Again, Logan is, you know, on the side of, you know, he errs on the side of caution. He's got to play everything safe. You know what I mean? On his show, he's very conservative. You know, he doesn't have no room to fuck up because all eyes are on him. And he's already, in his mind, I feel like he's already had this chance to come back with the Suicide Forest situation. And that's, you know, the reason why people are complaining today is because, you know, they weren't happy that he got another chance. Now, everyone deserves another chance despite what, well, I won't say despite what you did. If you kill someone or rape somebody or fucking do any crazy shit like that, you deserve to be thrown into the jail. But for something like that, you're a young kid, you know, you film something you're not supposed to, whatever your motives were, give the person another chance. You know, but Logan really hasn't lived up to that. And I feel like he feels that on a daily basis. And now he feels like he has to completely kind of change who he would have been in order to maintain this sort of stardom. So let's get back into the clip.
For, you know,
Yeah.
sucking that time.
Yeah.
Is there one person? Is there one
You know,
person?
some
Just objectively. Objectively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who could Mayweather not go 8 rounds? You know? like who is
okay.
for real?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, some are they stand out. You know?
Say what?
They some stand out.
Right.
I'm not sure I can say though. You know, I've been. What was the question?
Well, there was one. I'm not going to say this beautiful, talented, entrepreneurial young lady's name.
Okay, the problem I have with what's going on, you keep throwing around the word talented.
That's a talent, bro. That's a talent.
You
Taking
know what?
Schmeckel to the face, bro. That's a talent. I'm not that talented.
That is a talent.
I'm saying some of them are designed by God with a mouth that is better for token yogurt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I know. I totally. I feel what you're saying.
Exactly.
I get you.
You have a lot of skills that are God given, bro. Like, yeah, you work hard.
Can't suck dick though.
We don't know that,
As far as
bro.
I know.
We don't know that.
As far as I know.
Do you know what I mean? We don't know that.
You've never done.
Oh my God, look at him.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable now.
Isn't this a very uncomfortable? I mean, you know, the clip reads. Let me just read this one more time. Logan confused Andrew. Logan is very uncomfortable, and he gets more uncomfortable quick. Gets very uncomfortable. Logan eventually responds to blowing a load quick. Responds pitifully. Andrew is cheating? ? So it's very just lots of uncomfortability, and just the way they get out of this is fucking pretty bizarre. Logan's just like, how did I end up here? Who's the smart guy?
Never again.
Never fucking again.
Pottery. How do you know if you're good at pottery?
You're right.
What I'm trying to say is, there are girls that have been talked about you. I saw a clip of a girl talking about you busting quick.
It happens.
Right, though?
It happens.
It happens when the throat is crazy.
You know what happens?
What is
this?
it?
Is bad.
Go.
When I don't give a fuck.
Whoa! Bam, bam, bam! Bam, bam, bam!
No.
What is that? Make that DJ
That was
noise.
our sound
Stop
bites.
drinking. Listen, what is it? I have one sip. It's the prime, dog. It's the prime.
Prime got to feel it.
The prime does bring something out.
Let me explain.
Okay, please. Yeah.
When I care about a girl, like I really care, it's
Yeah.
important to me that the pleasure is reciprocated and everlasting.
When I care, when I care about
Those
a
are
girl,
real deep. Those are real deep.
it's important to me that the pleasure is reciprocated. When I care. Is that good, Logan? It's fucking Logan Paul, everyone.
I don't know. I'm not gonna give it to you.
Yeah, dude. Come on, dude. That's
Sorry.
fucked. That's fucked.
Oh, you go down there?
I'll do whatever.
Do you like eating box a lot?
The right box, yeah.
The right box.
Yeah, it's very important. That shit can go south quick.
Yeah.
Well, what's the criteria?
I mean, that's tricky.
Just love?
For what's the criteria for a good box?
Yeah. What do you
love, baby?
It's just love.
It's just love, baby. No, there's a lot. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Smells or like?
I mean, that's keep going.
Taste it.
Everything.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what are you acting like you don't know this?
I don't know these things. I don't know anything, dude. Like, I'm fucking Larry David, bro.
You don't go down?
Say what?
You don't go down?
No, of course I go down.
Then what are you talking about?
Not in my wine. No, but of course, bro. I'm out here going down. I'm just like Hillary Clinton, dude.
I'm out here going down. Andrew, aren't you fucking married?
Sly dog. Very sly dog.
Do I have to replay that for everyone?
Nah, I think everyone got the message.
Sure.
Maybe his wife. Maybe got to replay it for his wife.
Yeah, we'll send this to his wife.
You don't think I eat pussy, bro? Come on.
Yeah, he's funny. He's a caricature.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. But yeah, of course I do that shit, when I was in my 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
But now as an adult,
You got respect for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got respect.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Look at Logan, real quick, grilling Al. I mean, this is just we're gonna pick up. Are you picking up on this rift?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right, cool. I'm glad you're seeing that, man. Because I was watching this and I was like, wow, like these guys are actually like they if the circumstances are right, they would fucking fight each other or box each other.
Hey, we could probably make that happen.
Let's try to do it, dude. I'll message Al tomorrow.
Do it.
That's so much respect.
So
much.
He won't even go down on him.
No, I believe in going down. I do believe that.
You should.
100%.
You should.
I also believe that there are some girls that just have a fucking gift, man.
At going down.
At going down
At
as well.
oral sex.
At oral sex.
1,000.
What makes that?
Fucking percent.
I literally don't know what it is. Because sometimes they'll be looking like they're doing the same thing that the other girl does, but it doesn't have the same effect.
Can I tell you what I think it is?
Okay.
I think it's a innate enthusiasm.
It's
to
the love for the game, bro.
To please.
And that's
I think if a girl is enthusiastic about making whatever man she's with happy,
yes,
game changer. If you like what you're doing,
You'll never work a day in your life. That's a truth. That's a famous quote. Mark Twain said that.
we gotta do a compilation of when Mark pounds the Rogan, Mark says to watch it, and Rogan gave him a pound, and you can see Mark going, clip it.
Yeah. When George hugged 6ix9ine or dapped up 6ix9ine, when George hugged Gary Vee, he loves the clip. He loves the clips.
Yeah,
it's a good conversation. It's an interesting conversation.
I think I agree with you. Enthusiasm is the key.
But it comes from a desire to please. Some girls have it. Some girls are like natural givers. Does that
love that? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And personally, I'm like for real grateful when I come across one of those. It's uncommon.
By come across, do you mean like?
Yes. That's what
They're getting real nasty real fast.
Fuck, man. They'll never let me be president.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, Bill Clinton
Dude,
did it.
Trump changed everything.
Yeah.
So this is the presidential talk. Look at Logan getting all excited that he's like, yo, one day, man, that's going to be fucking...
The White House, baby.
Bro, think about this type of fucking sociopath we have to be dealing with, that their fucking biggest goal is to be, the all-seeing fucking president that, tells everyone in this country what to do, how to do it. Like, if you get your rocks off by that, bro, there might be something wrong with you. You might have some sort of fucking something wrong in your brain.
100%.
You
got to be a lunatic to be the president.
Dude, yeah, man. It's not for a normal person. It's not a normal person's job. So the fact that, we see Logan getting excited about this, that should scare everyone. So I want everyone to watch this podcast when Logan runs for president in about fucking 15 years. When that day comes, I want people to go back to this show and really watch it, because, people might be able to, divert course and go a different direction, but people don't change. They hold on to the characteristics and the person that they are, somewhere inside of them. They might be able to kind of put on a facade that they change, but in the grand scheme of things, man, it's all the same. You're the same person when you're fucking... Yeah, mentally you get a little bit wiser, but, people like this, Logan Paul, man, it's like... Do you ever see him actually putting on a serious cap and, trying to be the leader of the free world? Isn't that insane to even think about?
Yeah. But we also thought it was insane for Trump to run.
Well, true. Yeah, this is true. So, yeah, in that sense, yeah, Trump, did change the landscape, political landscape in a lot of ways. But I don't know, man. Trump was also a lot older, a lot wiser. He also accomplished... a lot of things.
Yeah, he's not Logan Paul.
He's not Logan Paul. He's not an influencer. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's
else you got?
So this is Logan. This is the beginning of his announcement of the presidential run on the Flagrant podcast. Let's watch it.
Yeah. Clip it.
For real.
Trump did change everything.
He did.
Trump
There's no rules for this. I don't understand why you couldn't. I mean that sincerely.
No, me either.
I when you said it, I didn't think it was that crazy.
It's not.
I think it's actually crazier that Trump became president than you. But I think you just need years. Obviously, you need to be 35.
100%,
like
100%. And I'm already preparing for when people bring up things about my past, good and bad, wild days, sane days.
You're opening the door right here.
Toxic days.
No,
do you want to practice? No, hold on. Let me finish this thought before we fucking post me completely. Look at which one is the tight on me?
fucking trade, my boy. Let's go.
All right. So Logan, why did you were on Flagrant?
Yeah.
15 years ago, talking about coming on chess.
So he's actually this is kind of actually fucking bizarre, dude. He's actually talking to us in the future, talking to us now from the future. We're also kind of it's kind of a weird, dude. It's a time vortex thing that only.
No, I'm picking it up.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
He's kind of like, this is some fucking psychedelia, bro.
What's he got to say?
How is that appropriate for a president?
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun in my younger days.
The presidential stare down.
And literally, that's what his comeback is.
That's it. He ends it there.
I've had a lot of fun in my days, and just watch me smile.
Yeah, sad thing, it'll probably work. He'll probably be president.
Well, I don't think so now, dude. He just gave it away right here.
No, it doesn't even matter.
Would you buy a car from this guy?
Probably not.
So why would you let this fucking guy sell you fucking anything?
I wouldn't. I wasn't saying me.
I'm saying in general.
Yeah, they got to play this podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
On the Schmudge campaign.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what they got to do. They just got to fucking make sure Logan Paul isn't the president, man. All right, so we're going to jump ahead to 102.35, and this is Logan Grills Out. So we're going to watch the continued riff of Logan grilling out here. 102.35. How you feeling, B? You with me still?
Yeah, I'm here.
102.33.
Because we need more of them.
You know who's fucking reproducing? Morons.
Yeah. Because they're
In numbers that would surprise you.
Why are you looking at me, fam?
Whoa.
If you knew anything about Al, he's doing everything in his power to not reproduce.
Whoa, did you see that?
I saw it. I saw it.
Producing
100%.
morons.
Yeah. Because they're
In numbers that would surprise you.
Why you looking?
Yeah, he's staring him down. And Al's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, bro. Why are you coming at me? Because I'm black, bro. You fucking piece of shit. 104.34. Al dies laughing when Logan makes a weed joke. Oh, dude, this is great. I think you'll like this, bro.
All right, I'm excited.
104.34.
104.34.
Let's see. Let's go to it. Here we go.
This has dust on it.
So we all know Al is from the hood, and he knows He's from Brooklyn. He knows all the terms about weed. He knows what dust is, weed dust, or fucking a pack, or a key, or a fucking.
He's got the terminology down.
He's got the terminology down. We're gonna watch him hear Logan make kind of a fool out of himself, and Al is just kind of fucking have at it, dude.
Let's see it.
We all know these boys like to laugh, bro. So
they're gonna have a good laugh.
Any small little reason to
giggle,
they're gonna take full advantage of it. So let's watch Al completely fucking make a mockery out of Logan Paul, if I do say so myself.
No, but you figured out teleportation. I want to hear this.
I really think I have.
This has dust on it too. No, not that type of dust. Like, how long has it been sitting there?
How long has this been sitting here? He actually thought it was dust. Like dust that you find on like a shelf?
Oh. I thought he thought it was angel dust.
No, so think about it in that context now. So he thinks
I think it's Andrew Schultz's fault. He should have said Keith. Well, I guess he can't say Keith. He probably has to say dust. But dust sounds worse than Keith.
You don't have to say. You can say Keith, for sure. You can say
I don't
Keith.
know.
Weed's legal in a lot of states.
That is pretty funny, though.
So, knowing in that context, watch
He
it.
blew the joint off.
I really think I have.
This has dust on it too. No, not that
Watch
type
out.
of dust. Like, how long has it been sitting there?
Where are you going, sir? Where are you heading to?
He had to take a minute. He had to take a 5.
Wait, Schultz.
I'm not hitting it.
No, you are.
I'm not hitting it.
He went. He tried to dust it. You're the best. Real talk.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me explain this teleportation.
Go.
Because also, dog, I'm not smoking this.
That's
if you
pretty
don't
fucking
smoke
funny.
You thought that was funny?
What you got next for me?
It says infinite in quotes goes into Logan completely walking off set. 1:15:40.
What do you mean? Dude, I think anyone who doesn't believe in aliens is fucking stupid.
Why?
Do you know how big the universe is? The answer is no. None of us do. None of us can comprehend how actually fucking big the universe is. Infinite. Just about. Damn near, brother. Damn near infinite.
Did you pick up on what just happened? Watch this.
The universe is? The answer is no. None of us do. None of us can comprehend how actually fucking big the universe is.
Infinite. Mark goes on to describe. Co-host Mark. Logan agrees with him, but he says infinite just about.
Just about.
What does infinite mean?
Infinite.
Forever.
No end.
There's no end. It can't. So if something's infinite, it can't be just about. It can't be. You know what I mean? It has to be either infinite or not infinite. It's not. There's no in between.
Yeah, I feel you.
So.
The universe is? The answer is no. None of us do. None of us can comprehend how actually fucking big the universe is. Infinite. Just about. Damn near, brother. Damn near infinite. And so,
Damn near.
So fucking.
Yeah, they're all toasted.
Every time. Bro, it just hit me when I went like this. Go on that. I analyzed myself. After I did, I was like, that's weird you did that with your finger.
The creation of
Yeah, dude, that painting, Michelangelo. Queer.
What the fuck?
He was queer.
This shit,
I can't.
they get
Michelangelo
annoying.
Oh yeah, dude. It's just cackles the whole time.
Yeah.
Was
Damn, and they go
queer.
on for 3 hours.
Oh yeah. 3:07 to be exact.
Sheesh.
And this was with Logan Paul with Joe Rogan. They damn near went almost for 4 hours. 124.55. Al still doesn't believe Logan. 124.55. Boom. Boom.
He thought it was you, I'll be honest. He did think it was you singing for the first 30 seconds.
But when you were talking about music earlier, I have seen his songs. I've never seen like your video.
This is a platinum record.
Oh, okay.
It's a platinum record.
You guys all like wrote it?
No, I didn't. No. This was when we were beefing, dude. My most viewed video on YouTube is a diss track on my brother.
Wait, you were actually beefing?
Huh?
It was real?
It was real beef.
Like, for real, for real?
1,000% real. Not a sliver of that was fake. Not a sliver.
I don't believe it.
No fucking way.
You didn't.
Al doesn't believe the beef between Logan and Jake was real.
I don't know if I believe it.
We're going to watch right after this clip. Logan describes the beef with Jake Paul to Al and Andrew and Mark. And Al's going to seem to find his shot, and he's going to take it. He sees his opportunity to take Logan down, to kind of cuck him out on this fucking podcast, to kind of strip him down of the ego and, everything that comes along with being someone like a Logan Paul.
Let's see if he does a good job.
Let's see it, man.
Why didn't you like each other? What was the deal?
So we both were daily vlogging at the time, and it was kind of a competition. We were both growing at an extremely fast rate, probably also because of each other, right? But the competition bred this
animosity,
competing fandoms, and we both had the work ethic to do the thing every day, and he would prank me in like real life, and I wouldn't like it, and I'd get angry in real life, and then it translates when you make content because you're actually getting angry at each other and you're competing with each other, and it's like, bro, we were early 20s, like we didn't understand the power of someone who will like always ride with you for the rest of your life, you know, like I at least didn't fully, I hate that I had this altercation with my brother online for everyone to see, but I don't know, dude, it's just where I was at in my life, you know. But yeah, it was real beef. No, you don't know what the fuck.
Take it down.
I do know what you're saying.
No, let me tell you.
It was where you were at your life, but there was real beef. I'm listening to everything you're saying, but I think you were like on the precipice of saying something like really profound and honest. And then you just said, that was where I was at in my life. I think there was something else you were thinking about.
I also don't know. God knows. But listen, here's what I was thinking about.
All right.
My birthday's on April 1st. April Fools.
Yeah.
So this is where it gets interesting. So Logan's going to describe one of the most embarrassing times of his life, and the reason why he doesn't like his birthday. And we're going to watch Al find the shot, find his opportunity, and like I said, try to take down Logan Paul. And I like to see it, man. I like to see when...
Yeah, Al's a savage.
I don't like to see when everyone agrees with everyone on a podcast. I like to see a little bit of disagreements. I know, Brandon, you'd like to do that with me, kind of keep my feet to the fire and not just let me roam free with whatever I got to say.
I don't know. You're roaming tonight.
Tonight, we're just watching clips. But, I mean, although, dude, we've come to a lot of conclusions tonight. But also, just like that, dude, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. So you want to jump into this clip? Watch out.
Do it.
Make a fucking fool out of himself?
Yeah, I'm about it.
Let's watch it.
You think it's fun. At one point in my life, I pranked people. I enjoyed it. Right? Haha, like fun little pranks. Then eventually I gave up because I didn't give a fuck anymore. I became an adult. But people started pranking me. So every year on my birthday, it's the worst day of the year.
Because everyone
fucks with me.
Oh, fuck. What's the worst prank you got?
What I'm about to say, involving my brother. I was drinking the night before. It's almost my birthday weekend. Whatever.
Serious.
Like real time.
That's a jab.
Go. I'm ready, son. Let's go.
Yeah, because I honestly thought the beef was fake, so it's like they really hit it.
This is serious. I think this was when we were still friendly, but after this, I think what I'm about to explain was my first initial thought of like, oh, this kid doesn't give a fuck about real life. Wow. It's all content for him, so let's make it about content. At the time, like he would do anything for online, and so would I. Like I don't know, it's just we do. And so, okay, one day, come out in the garage. I'm a little hungover, drinking the night before, and my brother's at my apartment, bright and early. It's 10 a.m. I got that like morning hangover. I'm kind of delusional, delirious. In my emotions, it's my birthday. And he goes, brother, I got you this Lambo for all the success we've had. This Lamborghini right here. Hands me the keys to a fucking Lamborghini, white Lamborghini. It's beautiful, $450,000 car. We get in it. me and Jake are vibing, talking about like how far we made it, right? We have all these subscribers on YouTube. This fandom came from Ohio. I go, Jake, you know, brother, this is the happiest moment of my life. And I mean that. Nearly in fucking tears. He goes, I got you, bro. And I go, and this isn't a prank, it's not a joke. He goes, nah, bro. I'm like, on mom's life. Like, you swear to God. He goes, swear to God, bro. Like, damn, this motherfucker really just got me a Lambo. We really fucking made it. I was about crying. I get out of the car. We're all like, wow, you know, Jake is such a good guy. And some fucking guy comes up to me and goes, yo, can I get the keys to my car back? I go, what? What car? He's like, the Lamborghini. I'm like, what? And everyone starts laughing at me.
Fuck.
Everyone starts laughing at me because it was a prank, bro.
That sounds like some deep shit you gotta still process, bro. Like you're saying it, it's like you wanna kill me right now. I'm not Jake.
I'm not Jake.
I'll never have a Lambo.
Oh shit!
That's like you crying on the gondola.
Damn. They're digging into him.
Prank, bro.
And Logan's not happy at all.
Yeah, he's
dude.
sad. He's like, damn, they're still laughing at me. Still laughing at me to this day.
It was a prank, bro.
Look,
Yeah, he's upset.
and he's looking right at Al. You know, he's staring daggers right at Al.
Yeah, he does not fuck with Al.
He's not fuck with him at all, bro.
Nah, 0%.
So then what happened? What did you
So
decide?
then I was like, damn. I was embarrassed. I felt stupid. I felt betrayed.
3.
And then we just started, the beef heated up. And then next thing you know, we're making diss tracks.
He made a video out of that one?
Yeah, he made a video. His diss track was called, so my fandom was called the Low Gang. And
So that's what we got. That's the conclusion of fucking Al and Logan's beef. Actually, no, I lied. So we have one more clip left. We're gonna watch 256.25, and this is the conclusion with Al.
Oh, shit. So this goes all the way to the end.
This goes all the way to the end. And I had a couple more clips too, but I'll cut it a little bit here. 256.25. The rest of the clips, right? I mean, we could watch Big Mike fucking call in on the show and kind of get played out, but
Is it played out?
well, Logan pretty much, yeah. I mean, it is kind of, but we'll stay on Al and Logan here.
Yeah, this is a good riff.
256.25, so we'll keep that fresh.
Fresh to death.
256.25. Here goes my voice again, dude. I need more water.
You drank all your agua?
We gotta land this plane, bro. We gotta land this plane.
we don't got to do shit.
We gotta land
I mean, we
this
don't
plane.
have to.
Yeah, we're at the
But
same
we
spot.
gotta
We gotta
land
land
this
this
plane
plane.
out.
What?
Out.
Or what?
Any last questions?
Any last questions?
Oh, look, he gives him a little chuckle. He's,
Yeah, he's geared
he's like,
up.
I got plenty of questions.
And look at Mark.
He's like, oh, don't fucking do
Don't
it.
do it.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Come on, he's soft. Logan's like, hit me, buddy. He's like, nothing's worse than not getting a Lambo.
On my fucking birthday. Let's watch this.
Yo, any last questions? Hey, any last questions?
Look, and they're all saying it like
Al.
No beef.
they all know.
beef,
They
no
all know
beef.
he's beefing.
Let's
Any
go.
last
Please,
questions,
follow
bro? Come on now. How much was your shirt? Just tell us a dollar amount. Just tell us a dollar amount. That looked like an expensive ass shirt, Al.
I don't know. I think like 50.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, like.
That's style. Bro.
This motherfucker got style, bro. Oh, Puerto Rico.
Love it.
Did you pay taxes?
I do pay my taxes.
No. Like moving to Puerto Rico, did you not have to pay state tax? Did that work?
Yeah, should we all move to Puerto Rico is what he's trying to say?
Yeah.
Al's Puerto Rican half.
I am half.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you know Spanish?
No. I'm a New Rican.
Oh, it's
My boxing coach is half Puerto Rican. I think he's actually full Puerto Rican, but he knows Spanish. And he grew up in New York.
There's a Puerto Rican festival this weekend, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
I love Puerto Rico.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It depends.
Should we all move there or no? Who's that? Should we say what's up to you?
I'm just going to tell her. Oh, no, that's probably not a good idea, actually.
No, that's fun, bro.
So I mean, that's kind of just a
What the fuck?
that's just a pin in it, kind of a cliffhanger for you.
Yeah,
But I
big
mean,
cliffhanger.
You know, they don't get along, man. They don't get along. So that's Logan Paul
This is probably his last time on Flagrant.
for a
Say the
while.
least.
For a while,
They probably shoot away Mr. Joe Rogan, Mr. Warbuck Rogan.
they should have kept Rogan on there, dude. Yeah, dude, Logan, like I said, man, it's always fun watching, these other guys on, not their own podcast, man, because, they
You don't see their normal side.
You don't get to see, well, no, you do get to see their normal side on
yeah.
on other podcasts. On their own podcast, they kind of have to play a character. And, Logan kind of let his guard down a couple times, and, these guys, are comedians, and Andrew, Mark, and Al, or at the very least, they're just, always trying to one-up each other and always trying to be funny at every given point. That's all they're consumed by, is just, the joke. And Logan let his guard down, and I need a drink. And, he was schooled in a lot of ways on this show. We've seen him rattled. We've seen him uncomfortable. We've seen him, just a lot of times, flustered and without the proper response. And I feel like that's the route he always tries to go, is how can I deliver something that's profound yet proper? And when you get caught up in that aspect of always trying to be right and always trying to be liked, and, you always have to be saying the right thing, man, you're going to make mistakes. And those mistakes are going to amplify the more you try to not do said thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Logan Paul, dude, by any stretch of the imagination. I think really his whole thing is just fucking, a gag. I don't know how you feel about him, dude.
Who do you like better, Logan or Jake?
Neither. I don't like either of them, to be quite honest. I like their dad, Greg.
Greg?
He seems like a stand-up guy.
Yeah. Raised two fucking hoodlums.
How about you?
I don't know. I don't know them enough to make that decision. I only riffed on them on these shows.
You want to play the Floyd Mayweather response to what Logan had to say?
We'll close it out on that.
Close it out in the full circle. We got Mark Norman and Sam Morrell. We got a couple clips from them, and then kind of land this plane ourselves, dude. What do you say?
Yeah, let's land it.
Let's bring her home. All right, Floyd Mayweather, this is what he had to say about Logan Paul. About owing Logan money.
I spoke about I said J. Paul name, so let me apologize. I meant to say Logan Paul. Logan Paul is the same guy that said that he didn't get paid, but someone from his team, the guy who actually put the exhibition on, that I was working with, reached out to us and said that Logan Paul wanted to do another exhibition. Now, this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. So you guys got to start, watching these certain individuals clout chasing. You see these guys constantly bringing up Floyd Mayweather name, on the internet, just trying to, get clout, I should say. I don't know who it was exactly that reached out to James McNair, but he told me this actually the day before yesterday. The same guy that said he wasn't getting paid, that he didn't get paid, which we all know that is truly false. So a lot of times that's why I don't even entertain the bullshit. We know he got paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday. So my focus is Japan, and September we're going to have fun and we're going to entertain the people. This is another opponent for me. Like I said before, I'm Floyd Mayweather to him. He's just another opponent.
So Floyd kind of going against the contrary there and saying that, if he didn't get paid, why would he be coming back for more?
Yeah, right.
And Logan is on the record saying that Floyd owes him like less than, he owes him like $2.5 million plus, which is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's a lot of fucking bread. All right, so let's jump into, we'll put a pin in that, but we'll continue to follow it, man. And we'll also be continuing to follow the Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all their extravaganzas. I know Jake Paul is supposed to be having a fight coming up August 13th.
Tommy Fury?
Well, it's supposed to be Tommy Fury, but the opponent hasn't been announced. So we will definitely be on here live when that fight drops. We will also, just continue to follow up on Logan and Jake because we all know Logan and Jake both are both bound to make the headlines again, dude. This isn't the last time. This isn't the first time. This won't be the last time. So, yeah, man. So let's jump into our last clip of the night. We got Mark Norman, Sam Morril to round it up. Now, Mark and Sam, they made their debut a few weeks back. And this podcast, man, is just very boring. You tune into it. You have two guys that you just don't, there's nothing there. And they try to force it, just because they're comics, they feel like they could just riff and do the old comedian riff for 2 hours and kind of force something that's not supposed to be. And we get this kind of shit performance of a podcast. So we're going to watch it. We're going to break it down. We have a few clips to bring to everyone. We're going to watch Ari Shaffir. We're going to make, he's going to make his debut on tonight's show. And we're going to watch Joe List, comic turned sandwich maker. Joe List out of New York. All these guys are New York comics. So a little change of pace from the LA comics and the complete bullshit that we see. At least with the New York guys, I mean, I don't know. They're from the East Coast, so I give them, something, some sort of ground to stand on, but that doesn't mean much, man, because at the end of the day, these guys, their lives are boiled down by the view and the subscriber count and the likes, how much people, are willing to pay attention to them. That's what their lives are boiled down to. How many people are laughing at them, which is pretty bizarre, man. If you want someone to laugh at you all the time, 24/7, you should probably be checked into a mental hospital. I'm not sure if I'm completely off by saying that, but if I wanted someone to laugh at me 24/7,
sound like the Joker.
It would be pretty ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Even the Joker doesn't laugh at someone 24/7. So we're gonna watch Sam Morril and Mark Norman here. Let's watch the intro of this podcast. Are you drunk yet? Intro music. Roll it.
We might be drunk, folks. Here we are. We're here. We're here. Hold on.
Ew.
Wow.
That's unpleasant.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
That was
threefer.
Yeah, that was too much.
Sorry.
That was like the three Godfathers, but only the third Godfather.
Yeah. I had Chipotle earlier. That'll
Did
do
you?
It. Yeah. I love Chipotle.
Do you go sour cream or cheese?
No, I don't.
And you still fart like that.
No dairy.
Respect.
Thank you.
That stuff does nothing. I know you're trying to sober up right now. This shit does nothing.
You don't think, huh?
Hey, have you tried it?
I have. I've been drinking 1,000 of these.
You see the awkwardness and the weird tension between the two. I mean, it's just very... It
two
doesn't
white
feel,
guys in New York.
It doesn't feel natural.
You don't think so?
Not at all, dude.
Okay.
Not at all.
So
noted. Let's jump to our first clip here. 12:20. Very on the nose. But Sam wants to fuck kids. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving into the 3.5 hour mark.
Damn.
And Sam wants to fuck kids. There's never a dull moment here on this show.
Never.
12:20. Sam, what do you have to say?
MILF is supposed
By the way, Sam, Mark.
to be like mid-40s.
But if you were at your daughter's or son's elementary school picking them up and going back to your house, and a lady was like, "Oh, Sam, Mr. Morril, everybody thinks you're a DILF."
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be flattered?
No, because I don't want to fuck these kids.
No. The teachers saying
the
this.
teachers?
Yeah. Not the.
Whoa.
I think he said, "I don't want to fuck these kids."
No.
Mr. Morril, everybody thinks you're a DILF.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be flattered?
He said,
No,
"No."
because I don't want to fuck these kids.
He said, "I don't want to fuck these kids."
Bro.
You're a DILF.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be flattered?
No.
This is what I'm going to do. Ready?
He says, straight up says no.
Playback speed, 0.5. Play.
No, because I don't want to fuck these kids.
Because I want to fuck these kids.
Nah.
Bro.
I think you're stretching.
That's alarming.
He's saying...
I'm going to jail!
Nah, he's saying, wouldn't you be flattered if everybody was calling you a DILF? And he was like, no, I don't want to fuck kids. I don't care what they...
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
That's up for debate. That's up for the viewer to decide.
No. The
Watch it one more time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be flattered?
No, because I don't want to fuck these kids.
No. The teachers saying
the
this.
teachers?
Yeah. Not the kids. I mean, these are 5-year-olds I'm talking
And
about.
everyone's saying that you're a one hell of a sex teacher. I throw it back
that
on
one's
them.
weird. That one's a little weird.
Right?
I'll give you
mean,
that one. The sex teacher one's a little odd.
17-20. Sam's bad joke, man. I mean, it's just going to be downhill from here. It actually gets worse, if you can believe it or not.
Yeah, I can.
It's right there. That's horrible.
That's true.
terrible.
What is going on? People want to kill cats. There's like a real epidemic where people just, you know, they don't fuck with cats. Guy would put them in a bag and suck the air out.
It's evil.
It's evil.
This guy's murdered more pussy than Pete Davidson.
And there's the joke right there. This guy's murdered more pussy than Pete Davidson.
I like that joke. Not gonna lie to you. You're 0 for 2 for me on this one.
Come on, dude. I know
That was kinda funny.
I know you gotta hold my feet to the fire here a little bit, but I mean, come on, dude.
I mean, it's fine because, like, yeah, like Pete Davidson's an ugly dude, but like he goes out with like hot chicks.
Yeah, but I mean, think about the joke. You murder more pussy than Pete Davidson. I mean, that's very. We could come up with that, and we. Don't
I'd be happy with myself. If I came up with that.
But
one.
we're not comics, though. Like,
no, we're not.
But what I'm saying is, we can come up with that, and we're not comics. This guy says it, and all of a sudden he gets praised because he says it. It's like, bro, that wasn't original. Like, I've said that before.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's my point. It's like, it should be better than that. Or don't do the joke at all, is my point.
Okay.
Call me crazy. I don't know. 2610, DeRosa, and we're going to meet Joe DeRosa here on tonight's show. DeRosa ain't got nothing going on, and Mark explains how others have a lot on their plate. So let's watch it. We're going to introduce Joe DeRosa here the first time on tonight's show. Joe DeRosa, welcome down. Oh. Joey D, talk to me.
This is it's such a happy drop-in. I'm so happy to roast
I
you.
know.
Oh, I'm happy to see you guys. I'm thrilled.
You look great.
I'm thrilled. Thank you. You both do as well. But
And
you guys never really looked bad. So
Well, you're one of the few guys who's down for a hang. Most people go, "Hey, you want to do this?" And they go, "I got 8 shows. I got a podcast. I got to travel." And you're like, "What time?"
Oh, and there it is right there. Most people, they're like, yo, if I got to do a podcast, I got this to do, I got that to do. They call Joey DeRosa.
Some more lighthearted riffs.
And Joey's like, I ain't got shit going on, guys. When do you need me at your podcast?
Yeah. You paying me?
Yeah, you paying me, bro? Like, where's my next fucking meal coming from here? Look at him. I mean, just hanging his head in shame. Mark doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's just going off because he's trying to fill time.
He's in a K-hole.
Yeah, he's in a K-hole somewhere off in fucking Wonderland. Joey's like, dude, you got me. Let's jump to 30 minutes, and this is another Sam's being cheap and gets what he deserves. So Sam Morrell, obviously a New York cheapo. Thanks. I was going to use another word, but you saved me from that one. Sam Morrell, trying to be cheap, gets what he deserves.
Fucking
the city's losing its edge, man.
Oh, yeah.
I was coming back. I was leaving a bar, like fucking closed the bar this last weekend. It's 4 a.m. Trying to get a cab. There's no fucking yellow cabs left. For some reason, it's $60 to take an Uber 2 miles.
Yeah.
So I'm like just waiting. Guys are stopping in the street. A guy goes, "All right, how far?" I tell him where I'm going. He goes, "It's $50." I go, it's 2 miles, dude. It's 5 a.m. He goes, "Fuck you, you piece of shit." And I go, "Oh," and I go, "Fuck you." I'm hammering. I'm like, "You fucker, you motherfucker." We're both going at each other. He goes, "You fucking cheap piece of shit." And I was like, $40. And he goes, "All right, fuck you, $40." As I'm getting, he goes, "Plus tip." I'm like, "You motherfucker."
So funny, dude.
So what'd you give him? 41?
I wouldn't do it.
Whoa!
We kept fighting.
Good.
I kept walking.
Even Mark was surprised by that one.
Jeez.
He's like, bro, you didn't take that Uber ride?
Right, you don't know what happens on the streets of New York.
It's $60, bro. All right, you got to go 2 miles, but you've been drinking. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'd do it.
Get in the Uber. All right, it's $60. You're a comic. You got money. You do a Patreon. You have 5,000 monthly Patreons at $5 a pop. At 5, they have at least 5. You could check that right now just to double check it. But Patreon.com and then search them. 5,000 monthly listeners at $5 a piece at minimum. 5,000 times 5 is $25,000 a month just by doing a podcast on Patreon. Yeah. That's not including the mid-roll ads on YouTube. That's not including the ads that YouTube runs on their show or, you know, their live events that they do. I mean, these guys do well for themselves. $60 shouldn't be anything to a guy like this.
No, I guess it's not what it's lived up to be.
So, all right, we're gonna jump ahead, you know, because it's kind of disgusting how he just Sam's being a cheapo. We'll jump ahead to 111.37. Mark's most famous person he's seen in a crowd is actually a dud.
Damn.
So Mark's gonna describe to us that he's, you know, come across someone, you know, in his mind is very fucking famous. He's gonna explain it to the guys. They don't even know who the fuck that is. 106.30. Do we dare?
I think we're daring to do it.
And we have Ari Shafir, everyone. Welcome down to the In the Pain podcast. Famously known for drugging Bert Kreischer's drink. Ari Shafir.
Not cool, brother.
Not
Fuck
cool.
Europe. There's no air conditioning.
That's great. It took me a second.
You guys
too.
are sweet. Thank you.
No, we love
I appreciate
you,
it.
man.
Thank you guys.
I love your.
Appreciate
I
it.
quote your bit about tolerance all the time. He's like, everybody thinks they're so tolerant.
That's the big.
Tolerant.
Don't give it away. That's the closer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a great bit.
The special.
Sorry, it's the wrong clip. It's actually 111.37. Mark's most famous person. So 111.37. Here we
Well,
go.
you know, it's me.
Even as many famous
person in the crowd where you're like,
can't wrap your head. I can't wrap my head around.
Of course.
who's the weirdest person in the crowd where you're like, fuck, this messed me up?
I had the lady from CSI in the crowd. What's her name?
Which one?
You know her. The CSI gal. She's
I think who he was talking about here was the Law and Order chick, Mariska Hargitay or whatever, fucking from Law and Order, Olivia Benson. I think that's who he was talking about.
Oh, that's pretty baller.
That is, but I think that's who he was referring to and just kind of fucked up.
It said CSI. That's kind of disrespectful.
Well, and it's like, you know, there's a difference because there's multiple CSIs. But when you say, yo, the chick from Law and Order, who's the first person you think of?
Olivia.
Yeah, like, you know, it's a given. So watch this again and then tell me what you think.
Where you're like, fuck, this messed me up.
I had the lady from CSI in the crowd. What's her name?
Which one?
You know her. The CSI gal.
Yeah,
she's
you're probably
kind of
right.
milfy.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
She's older. She's pretty.
Yeah, 100%.
Abby Crutchfield.
No, that's a comedian.
The lesbian one?
CSI lady. The lady from CSI.
Where? CSI where? There's so
Susan
many CSIs.
Sarandon.
That's her. The first one.
What's her name?
Marge Helgenberger?
Oh, I thought she was more famous.
Elizabeth Shue?
Marge Helgenberger.
Elizabeth Shue, dude.
I wouldn't even know who that lady was if I met her.
So look, you know, that's not a look of confidence. Like, yo, that's her. That's
It's
like
not actually her. Yeah.
they're not showing it on screen, so we really don't know who it
That's
actually
still
is.
that's still a mystery.
I still think it's Olivia though.
I'll ride for Olivia.
We're gonna watch 122.40 into 123.35 as well. We'll watch both these clips. There's a comic who wants to fight Sam, but Sam won't say his name. And a lot of comics do this, man. They'll be like, yo, I got this one guy who fucking I can't stand, I can't tell you his name, but it's just take my word, it's this one guy. Fuck him. And then we'll watch right after that, Louis J. Gomez fights fans. So there's kind of two fucking instances of violence going on here. So 122.40 is our first one. 122.40. Here we go. So we'll just watch, and this is all going to set up for the ending here, because the main reason why we're on this is because these guys have seemed to crack under the pressure, and the comment section is really dictating where this show kind of goes, and you can kind of see how much space it's renting in their heads. I mean, for fuck's sake, they go on about it from 127 to the end of their podcast, which is at like 145. They'll just describe to you, everyone, how the comment section fucks them up. So let's watch it. 122.40. Comic wants to fight Sam. Doesn't want to say his name.
Wait a lot, I'm sorry. And you're like, okay, great. It's over.
Yeah, because you're like, thank God you caught that.
I didn't spill it. You wanted me to spill it, but I didn't spill it. I didn't spill it.
I had a comic get in my face like a week ago and like basically say like, let's fucking go. let's fucking fight. I can't say his name.
Wait, can we mute it? Can you mute the mics?
I'll say it after.
Mute the mics.
Just like you want to say yours,
Judy Gold.
we'll say both after. Judy Gold wanted to fight me. You know, like Judy, let's fucking go.
It's 50-50. It's 60-40 you'd win.
I don't know. I think I'm going to flip it in her favor. But
I forgot so fast that I made a roll that I didn't want to say my name. I was like, who was it, Sam?
No, I don't want to throw his name under the bus. But it was literally a week ago, and he was like, let's fucking, he got in my face. He was like, oh, let's fucking go. And I was like, wow. Am I going to have to fight this? Like, I'm going to get my ass kicked. This sucks.
By the way, the guy that does that is never the guy you think it's going to be.
No.
You would think in your head, you go, Luis Gomez. And it's like, no, it wasn't Luis.
No, Luis
actually laughed really hard.
Luis is protecting you.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I remember one time Mark and I were at CB's, and some guy's screaming at Mark. Mark is.
This is the Lewis instance right here. So we just watched Sam, describe how he has someone who wants to fight him, won't describe his name. We're gonna watch Luis J. Gomez is gonna fight his fans, dude, and this is pretty fucking appalling as well.
Mark is kind of. You remember that at CB's Comedy Club?
Of
and
course.
Mark can't get shit because the crowd's horrible, and one guy keeps heckling him, and Lewis gets in the guy's face and goes, pussy, and the guy's like, ah. And Lewis goes, you and me outside right now. And he drags the guy outside in front of his girlfriend and he yells, pussy, and the guy's like, ah. And he goes, you fucking bitch. He just humiliates him in front of, and I was kind of like, I'm really glad that guy's on our side.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. You know anything about Luis J. Gomez, man? We had him when he was, talking shit about the Gringo Poppy with Tim Dillon. Lewis is a big fucking guy, dude. He's bigger than most. And, fucking for him to call out a fan for what? Heckling? Again, it's like, bro, what level are these guys not willing to stoop?
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the comments thing.
It goes back to the comments.
Yeah,
like,
they're
bro,
soft.
Very soft, bro. It's like you're supposed to be a fucking comedian, dude. Like, you're supposed to have thick skin. So, that's pretty insane, man. Let's see. There's only about 3 clips left. Let's see. The excuse. We could watch the excuse of why comedians all have the same. They all cope the same. It's a comedian cope, right? A comedian cope is someone else had my joke, man. There's a bunch of us. We're all bound to come across the same joke. They describe that themselves. We could watch the comedian cope. We could watch, or we could jump right into Joe Lives in Fear.
I think Joe Lives in Fear.
Joe Lives in Fear. You want to see Joe Lives in Fear?
Yeah.
Let's see it. 134.10.
Looks like he lives in fear.
So we're kind of fast tracking it here. We're approaching the 4-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Give a shout out to yourselves for making it this far in the podcast. You can give it up for yourself. $134.10. Joe Lives in Fear. This is going to take us out. This is going to take us home. This is what's going to fucking land our plane right here.
Landing gear is out.
The landing gear is out, ladies and gentlemen. We are about 20 minutes from the Philadelphia International Airport. Please remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign comes off. Well, you know what I haven't done in a long time, dude?
What?
There we go. I couldn't get 34.10. Let me go back here. Let me do this. Let me do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. Please remain seated at all times until the fasten seatbelt sign has come off. This has been Delta West. Thank you for flying JetBlue. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
More pilots had.
I know I have the reverb, dude, and I don't fucking use it.
You gotta use it.
Yeah. All right, so let's jump back into it. Joe Lives in Fear. Comment section is eating these guys fucking alive. Let's watch them crumble under the fucking pressure. Joe List, Mark Norman, Sam Morrell, Ari Shaffir, take us home. Let's fucking go.
It's just, it doesn't have to be at least, right? It's any interaction where I don't agree with you. The troll mentality is I'm going to go harder now.
Troll mentality.
So eventually, it's going to lead back to fake review bombings or whatever the fuck it is to hurt you in any way they can. That is where it will end up.
And I'm just quite frankly tired of living in fear of
a
that.
Taste Buds anthrax package.
You know, I'm like tired of it. I'm tired of going, well, God forbid I speak my mind about this because that group of fans then will come after me and do this to me.
Right.
Or these people will get my personal information and post it. Or these people, I have an album.
Kind of like Mark Harley from fucking Haters Will Say
exactly
podcast,
like him.
dude. I mean,
exactly like him.
You're kind of describing Brendan Schwab's little butt buddy.
Coming out and they'll ruin the reviews or whatever the fuck it is.
Pretty fascinating shit.
I'm tired of living in some marginal fear of what these fucking animals on the internet will do.
Animals.
That's
what they describe us as, bro. Animals.
Animals.
We're fucking animals who are illiterate and stupid as fucking Mark, read about the quote unquote trolls. This is what these guys think about us, dude. I mean, if that doesn't piss you off, I don't know what does.
Yeah.
It suddenly takes away basic decency and human interaction. If anyone, and I'm not being cliche, I hope I'm not at least. If somebody said any of these things to you in public, you would never just walk away. You would say, hey man, why are you saying that right now? Like, no, let's talk about this.
You're trying to reason with
You're reasoning.
But because they're not looking for
But there aren't that many lunatics out there. Based on what you're seeing on the internet, do you see what I'm saying? You never would encounter that many lunatics ever in
real
a
life.
day.
But they're there.
in real life,
Have you been on the one train lately?
Sure. Well, I'll tell you this: I am a troll, and I enjoy trolling.
But at least you admit to being a troll. These people think they're normal.
No, they know they're trolls.
But
I disagree. They know they're trolls. The point is to get a reaction from you, so it doesn't matter what I say. If it's like, what are you weird about? Your glasses? I'll make fun of your glasses. Oh, that's a non-starter. Your pants tight. That's not working. Hey, I hate Egypt. That's not working. Curly hair is dumb. Until I get something to fucking get a rise.
I had a problem with every one of those things.
Until I get something out of you, I don't care because I'm a troll. I'm just trying to rise out of you.
But your thing is I'm going to make outlandish jokes that piss off people that are being way too sensitive.
Yeah.
And you're not going to make them at anybody. You're just going to make them publicly and watch people just react.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a big difference. I'm talking about people that seek you out to say things personally to you that are in a certain way personal, and we have to play this whole game of be the bigger man, don't respond. If you respond, they're getting to you. How many times will you write something back to a troll and they'll go, bro, all I care about is I got you to respond. Fuck you. And you're like,
when's the last time you've seen anyone say that, bro? If you see someone responding to someone, when's the last time you've seen on that comment thread, God, dude, fucking I won the battle, bro. All I got was fucking you to respond, man, and that's all I needed today. It's like, you don't see that, bro. I mean, this guy is fucking, it's what the clip fucking title is. He lives in fear, man. Joe List, dude, I mean, he was not good enough to sustain comedy, so therefore he had to move and open up a sandwich shop during the pandemic. That should tell you everything right there, dude. Should tell you everything right there. So the simple fact that he's kind of going off about this, when real life becomes fucking whatever the fuck. Sorry, my phone just kind of cut off there. When people cross the line and shit like that, it's like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Just fucking do your thing. Either comment on the situation and be upfront about it, or don't say anything at all. That's really been my takeaway from the whole thing.
Yeah,
from the start.
I totally agree.
No, dude. Like I'm just so sick of it. I'm just so sick of it.
After all that Kobe stuff, that everyone's coming at me like death threats and shit, and I had fun with it. I was like, at some point, I'm like, well, I know this is happening, so I wrote to my friends. I was like, hey, if you guys got a stand-up clip, the eyes are on my Instagram right now. We can get some eyeballs.
That's smart.
Yeah. And so Michelle gave me one. A couple of you guys gave me one. Monroe Martin was one of the guys who's like, gave me a clip. So I put it up, and people were calling him, really dark, racist.
Really?
Because
in defense of Kobe.
In defense of Kobe, yeah. Calling him a coon, like old style shit.
Amazing.
And Monroe's like, he didn't have a dad, so he's his own dad.
Right.
So he's like, hey, let's meet up. Let's fucking fight if you want to fight. And they're like, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Right.
Yeah, Monroe didn't take it at all.
I remember I was right after Ari did that. We were leaving the stand. I was like, oh, I'll go to the cellar with you. I was like, taxi?
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm not taking this walk with Ari.
It was right when I moved back to New York, and I remember walking around with Ari, and because we lived in the same neighborhood, we lived like 2 blocks from each other. So I hung out with Ari a lot right after that happened, and I remember every time somebody would come up and be like, "Are you Ari Shaffir?" I'd be like, "Oh shit!" And then they always were like, "I love your stuff," and it's like, whew.
Yeah, in person it's always like, I love your stuff or Bird is fat. It's never anything bad.
There you go.
Oh, simple Joe. I don't have any problem with Ari.
But I mean, am I making? I don't know if I'm making sense. Like when
You
I'm
can't
saying,
talk to him.
Yeah, I got it.
You talk to them because you think they're normal, and then they're not normal. I was like, oh, my bad. You got me. Congrats.
But you got to think like the way I'll make a joke about Amber Heard or Elon Musk or Trump or whatever. They think they're doing that to us.
This is my doctor.
And I'm like, oh,
what's he gonna tell you? Drink too much?
His liver's
Oh,
bad.
simple Joe.
See, and that's what I didn't want on tonight's show, man. It's very unprofessional when someone just gets up abruptly in the middle of a podcast or comes in. So that's what we try to stay away from.
You think so? I disagree. I disagree.
Well, you got to think about it in a talk radio aspect, bro. What we're doing is.
But it's not talk radio. It's a podcast.
No, but it's radio. Like, this is the new form of radio. No one listens to radio anymore. This is the new form of radio. Spotify, YouTube, all that shit. This is people's radio stations.
Yeah,
So-
but it's not like radio's like.
Plus,
you
we're
only-
live, too.
Exactly. So we're live. Radio's, you got a delay. And
Delay on this, too.
Well, yeah, but you don't work with, like, they can work with the delay on the radio. Like us, it's like live, bare bones. Like, if you got to get up, you got to get up. I feel like. I don't feel, I mean, maybe if it's like,
Well, and
it depends on the situation, but like, if you're just going to go pop in and out real quick, I don't think, personally, it doesn't bother me.
It throws off the mojo of the show. Like, when someone's talking.
That to us.
This is my doctor.
And I'm like, oh.
See, I mean, it's just automatically you got to stop. You got to think about what's happening here. I mean, you could just see it's like, fuck. And yeah, you plow right through it, and it might not be a big deal on, the surface level, but it's just, it could have waited, man. I mean, this podcast is only 2 hours long. I mean, he could have waited another fucking 5 minutes to do what he had to do. Now, if it's an emergency, I could see why, but, other than that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the reason would be.
Yeah. I still disagree. I don't really care. I mean, like you said, you power through it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. Joe lives in fear. So yeah, all right. So Joe's gonna be able to get up, and this is the last one. This is just a lighthearted one to take us out. But we're gonna watch Ari. Still doses people to this day. Now, we all know Ari Shaffir, obviously, stand-up comedian for Is This Really Happening? And this was on Comedy Central. Fucking, yeah. He famously known for dosing Bert Kreischer. Dude, that's mad fucking distracting. Sorry.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, Ari's yeah, my bad, dude. I could definitely hear that. I got the good headphones. Yeah, so Ari was famously known for dosing Bert Kreischer, and Ari still doses people. So this is 144.37. Let's watch it.
Let's see it.
You sent me some. I had two.
Oh, we went to a few before you got here, Ari.
Oh, the Rikers.
There's a whole new set of news stories
did you
though,
do the Rikers
that Matt sent us.
Did the Rikers inmate yet?
Yeah, well, what do you got on that?
I mean, I love cheating to get ahead. Listen, Chael Sonnen won a fight against somebody, and he held onto the cage as the guy was trying to lift him up. The guy's like, well, you should have been deducted a point. And he said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Damn.
And this guy is getting his rapes in. He's getting it in no matter what. And he goes, I'm a girl. Whatever it takes. And the swimmer, good luck to you too.
Leah Thomas.
Sure. You're winning fucking medals. You weren't going to do that as a fucking dude.
I don't know if we need to compare Leah Thomas to this guy. Though.
They're both the top of the game. At Penn State, it's right there. You're second back.
Go
We got
Florida bride
Here we go.
and her caterer.
Yep.
Allegedly served cannabis-laced food to unknown guests. Several of the unwitting
pretty
guests
fucked
became
up.
so stoned they had to be hospitalized.
Damn.
Listen.
Dosing.
I'm not against dosing.
Dosing.
So he's not against it.
I'm not against dosing.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Because that's usually the only way to get some people there. You got to go against their will.
That's not true, man. That's definitely not true. You don't just dose somebody, bro.
Yeah, maybe you're not the right guy to be dosing people.
Well, I mean, it's just, dude, you just, like, that's uncalled for. How could I ever trust somebody again if they're just going to spike me with fucking MDMA? and all of a sudden now I'm fucking rolling.
Yeah, I didn't ask for any of that.
No, I didn't ask for that. Exactly. I got to be fucking ready for that shit.
That's pretty fucked.
It's fine. It's just weed. Or it's just Molly. Or it's
People
just
are
acid.
It's just Molly. It's just, I mean, that's fucking pretty bizarre. No? I mean, am I missing something?
Yeah, it's just drugs.
No.
Just heroin, you know?
The mistake they made, let's just like, I made a mistake with
People
Bert.
eat a lot at weddings, Ari.
I made a mistake with Bert. I didn't get his wife to.
Oh,
and I made
jeez.
this guy, once they started calling the cops, at that point he goes, guys, you're on weed. He should have just told them you're on weed.
We've all done it. Mark and I are not
Official.
potheads, so we've taken it and we've been like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude. It feels like it's never going to end. The
feels like it's never
edible
gonna
is a
end.
different ball game.
It's a 6-hour to 12-hour trip.
And then it's like, dude, all right, knowing that it's a 6 to 12 hour trip, it's like, why would you ever want to put someone else through
just
that
fucking somebody for 6 to 12 hours
against their will? It's like,
I guess he just doesn't care.
No, man.
Doesn't seem like he does.
So, yeah, man, on this episode, dude, I mean, we found out a lot of things, dude, like how just a lot of these comedians don't give a fuck and don't care and fucking just lie.
Seems like
cheat.
every episode we figured that out.
Every episode, man. But, it's... You always think that the next episode is going to be different and that the next week's worth of content that we watch and put into the notes, you know, these guys might, they have to know what's going on, what people are saying about them. So maybe let's try something different. No, bro, they double down, triple down, fucking go all in at some point. And they're the same, if not worse, on a weekly basis. So yeah, we'll always continue to monitor this. Bring it to you guys from influencers to comedians, LA, New York, whoever it is, musicians, MGK, Island Boys. I mean, we'll always continue to break down the week of fucking fools, man. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Chopping block.
The chopping block is here to stay, man. I like how you brought that back, man. That's full circle for you right there.
Yes, sir.
We have a couple show announcements, but so let me get into that really fast. So, man, so give it up one more time for Mark Harley, Mark Norman, Samarel, Joe List, Ari Shafir, Logan Paul, Andrew Schultz, and Mark and Al from the Flagrant podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down, being fucking troopers. 4 hours into the show, I'm fucking high and drunk. Has it been 4 hours? Is it 10 o'clock? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I'm looking at that clock the whole time. It says 9, so I'm like, I lost an hour. But, yeah, man. Fucking 4 hours in, dude. Just me and you, dude. You truck through it.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
Tired as fuck.
Tired as fuck, man. You could have fooled me.
Smoke weed every day.
All right, so, yeah, let's get into this. So, where are we at? Fucking Friday. I'll play this song. Boom. Where's the song? Tomorrow you can catch Win by 2 at Casey Ray's. It's a free show, so come out and support. All Systems Go, Sweep Echo, and Cult Tides. Live at Casey Ray's tomorrow. Saturday night at the Grape Room, you can catch My Cousin's Girlfriend. All Systems Go, Cheer Up Dusty, Win by 2. Tickets on sale now. And tickets at the door, $10 at the door. Oh, let's run that back.
Oh, no.
Now don't pay attention.
No, don't pay attention is right. Let's run this back, and then this is our biggest show that we had announced. We announced this last week, but Brewstock.
Every picture we had out the window on this drive.
September 25th in South Carolina. $15 to get in. Sorry, September 24th. Brought to you by 99 WNNRR. That's
WNRR.
99 WNRR. September 24th, make your way out to Lancaster, South Carolina. And we have some more shows that are going to be coming to you guys that we're going to be announcing. So stay tuned for all that.
Very exciting.
Let's do this. I'm going to run that back one more time, and I'm going to give it to Brandon. Brandon.
Yo.
What you learned on tonight's program?
Don't dose people without their consent, and
that's always good. Not dosing people.
Don't dox people
without
without their consent. And then if you say you're gonna dox somebody, do it and don't pussy out.
Don't be a bitch like Mark Harley.
Yeah, exactly. What about you?
No, that's good takeaways, bro. Don't dox and don't dose. The 2 D's in life.
Yep. The 2 and the 3 D's. Don't dox. Don't dose.
Don't dox. Don't dose. Don't deuce.
Deuce.
Like Amber Heard in the bedroom.
Yes.
What did I learn tonight, man? Mark Harley, man. I went from not being able to just watch the show on a cringe level to just being absolutely fucking repulsed by Mark Harley of fucking the Haters Will Say podcast and a Thick Boy Fighter and the Kid. I am absolutely fucking disgusted by this guy. I learned that I just hate him on a new level, and that this hate will continue.
I bet it will.
It will, man. So this has been a special Thursday night edition.
Long Thursday night edition.
Long 4-hour into the night Thursday edition. So we're glad for everyone who tuned in, watched the show, said what they had to say. If you agree, disagree with us, leave it in the comments below. If not, we will catch you next week, Friday night, 8 p.m. We are always here. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great show.
Sure.
On the chopping block, no one is safe. For myself, John.
And Brandon.
Thank you for tuning into another In the Pain podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Sleep tight.
Good night. I like the smoker there. How about you?
Love it.
And I like this camera here too. I like the little two camera angle. Wow, we going?
Hell yeah, brother.
Say peace.